Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to HighRollers Dungeons and Dragons. Come, join us at our lovely new table by Geek and Son. Thank you very much, Geek and Son, for our new table. The old one is on its way to the winner. If you won that, you're actually going to get your table finally with all of our stains and things.
Chopped it up.
Yeah.
Did you? No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got real cold, Mark.
Yeah. Can't afford my heating now, so that's what I do. Is I steal wood things. And I chop them
that's
up.
fair. You've got to get by somehow, Kim. Yeah. So welcome to HighRollers Dungeons and Dragons, the regular Dungeons and Dragons show here on twitch.tv/Yogscast. I'm the Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Coombs, and joining me we have Chris Trott.
Hello.
Kate Morrison.
Hello.
Tom Hazel.
Hello.
Kim Richards.
Wow.
We're all
Mark.
here.
What a lovely shirt.
Isn't this just a lovely shirt? Trott and Katie are wearing them too.
Thank you.
Kim and Tom didn't get one
Because we were left off the email
No,
chain.
it wasn't because of that. It was because they got the wrong size for me.
because you hate us.
You were left on me.
I'm already wearing my merch.
It wasn't anything to do with it. It was the fact that Mike didn't ask sizes.
Yes,
That's
so
fine. That's just, I didn't
I
cry.
stole the only medium that we got, so Tom could wear it.
Guess what? They don't give a shit. Where can you buy this shirt?
You can buy it from store.yogscast.com under the HighRollers category. Not just this new shirt though, Chris Trott.
Don't tell me there's more.
There's more, Chris Trott.
What?
You can also buy the new movie poster and a Dead Reckoning dice set.
Wow.
Dead Reckoning dice sets Dead Reckoning dice sets and the regular dice sets are both currently on pre-order. So the regular ones like these, they will be shipping out at the end of next week, not immediately. So
not
you can
just that,
pre-order.
Katie. The Dead Reckoning dice are 100% a limited run.
There
will not be any more Dead Reckoning dice.
Yep.
I believe there's 250. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yes.
They're black and red.
They're black and red. They're black
Totally
metal.
my aesthetic.
They're metal, they're black, they're red, and they're infused with edge.
Just like me.
Super edgelord.
Pure edge.
The poster
Underneath the overlay too.
the poster is also limited.
Not like
So once the poster's gone as well. So make sure you get all that in just in time for Christmas.
Well, you can also buy pin badges that are on the store. They're not new though.
Currently, because of the Black Friday deals, so some of our items are discounted at the moment, some of our older merch, but if you spend £40 on the store or over, then you can add a pin of your choice, so you can choose which one, Elora, and then if you put Black Friday into as the code at checkout, then you will get the pin for free. So use that Black Friday code. It's on our Twitter, so at HighRollers D&D, the deal is there. You can look at it on the Yogscast Twitter as well. It tells you basically how to do it, but you can get a free badge.
You can get if you grab the t-shirt, the poster, and the dice. That's going to be over 40 quid. Get a free pin badge while you're at it. Do it this weekend.
Whoa!
Or just be in HighRollers and get the t-shirt for free.
Not like me.
Oh,
Not that they're bitter about it.
if they care about you.
No. Wow.
So that's the main thing. All brand new exciting merch. Please buy it. It helps support us massively, and we love you guys getting stuff in return for giving us money as well. It's a nice thing where you get something and we get something, and it all works out.
There's a lot of people who say that they can't donate because they don't have much money. If you want to save up,
Buy the merch!
Thanks, Steve.
if you want to save up and buy something so that you actually have something in return for your support, then absolutely grab a shirt or
100%.
something.
The other thing as well is this design that you can see on the new shirt should hopefully be going on to notebooks and mugs as well. We're sorting all that out with Merch Mike, so hopefully that will come out pretty soon.
Merch Mike.
PSA for this week, don't put a pencil up your nose and slam your head onto a table. Thank you.
Thanks,
Carry
Strop. So,
See a magic trick.
with that underway, I don't think there's any other announcements. Oh, Jingle Jam, there will be a HighRollers Christmas special. There won't be any other HighRollers throughout the Jingle Jam just because I'm going to be going away on the only other weekend we could do it. I'm going to go home and see Paulie Mummy Humes.
So basically, this stream is the last canon stream of this year.
Yes.
Because our Christmas special, which I believe is the 17th,
17th
but we're
of
waiting
December.
for final...
No, it's 100%. Lewis is
locked in.
okay with that.
17th of December, we're going to be doing a 6-hour Christmas non-canon special, so it should be loads of fun. If you saw last time, it'll be very similar to something like that. Just a fun one-shot.
We're going to have donation stretch goals, so you can donate in and change the game and things like that, and it's all going to great causes
It's
for
all
the
the
Jingle
silly
Jam.
stuff we'd never do with canon.
Exactly.
So
it's really
basically, this is our last canon stream of the year, but we will still try and be around, and you might see some of us pop up on other streams. Chris will be doing the Hat Film streams.
No.
Mark's probably going to do some board game streams.
Yep.
We'll be around, so keep following.
I like how you looked at me like that. Kim's gonna. No, Kim's
Well, I don't know what you're going to
You
do.
could, but you can be in stuff if you want to be.
Well, Mark's probably going to host a board game stream and then we'll pop up on it.
I like you though.
That's fine. Then you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dead Reckoning is on to its ninth
my God, are we
episode.
I mean, we've got to tell people what we're doing.
That's on
This is
Wednesdays
our
at
last
2
chance.
GMT, twitch.tv/D&D. It's on to the final 3 episodes, which are
exciting.
crazy.
Oh my god, they're
Basically,
so
yeah,
good.
activity goes like.
They are really good.
Episode 10 is the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it goes, it's mental.
I'd say episode 10 is where things start going up, and then it hits 11 and 12, and it's
And
like,
it's just like, whoa!
So make sure you watch
really
that.
good ending to the
What was that
series.
Twitch channel again, Tom
That
Hazel?
was twitch.tv/D&D.
When?
At 6 p.m. BS GMT, 6 p.m. GMT, and 10 a.m. PDT.
What day?
Yes.
Wednesday.
PST.
They're not daylight savings
I
anymore.
don't.
And we're in the chat.
Just on Wednesday at some point, there will be a stream.
We're trying to tell you everything we need to tell you throughout December now.
Yeah.
It's my birthday in December.
You could just follow us on Twitter.
Also-
Please follow us at HighRollers D&D and we will tell you all of the things that we're doing.
We
Or
should be back
Instagram.
super
Or
soon
Instagram.
after Jingle Jam as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
we will be.
We are back the
We
first
will be.
weekend. And the last thing is there is now a HighRollers D&D Instagram. What's the name?
HighRollers D&D.
It's on Instagram.
And
Go
thank
follow
you
us there.
very much to the kind person who did have that Instagram
gave it up
handle
to us.
and gave it to us. That was very, very
Didn't even
nice
have
of
to
you
use a
do.
gun.
Always a benefit.
Bought one special.
Right, recappage.
Yes.
So we can actually start playing.
I'm not wearing underwear.
Thanks, Chris Trott. So, the party, the last time that we were adventuring, they had gone into an ancient wood called the First Wood, which is supposed to be the room and place where the elves who first came to Iraq made their kind of fortifications and things like that. The party have gone there in search of Felix Ferrahorn, Reynard's uncle, a famed hunter, explorer, sharpshooter, all of these kind of things. They went there to try and get his help in the upcoming battles against Falania, but also to help out Reynard, who wanted to find out what had happened to his uncle. So they went into this ancient First Wood, where they found an elven palace, an old first elf palace called Ironbow, which is made from a huge tree, which has iron veins that run throughout all of its bark. Stepping inside, the party faced off against some Broken Sky agents. They dispatched of them, and then they began exploring the tower. They found a number of things, including trapped corridors, which they definitely avoided. You found some weird rooms that had some things like potions that changed a person's gender and made them older or younger. You also found some sort of weird tailor's dummy that could be adjusted
mannequin,
to...
yeah.
that could be... But the magic would also adjust whoever was opposite its size and things like that.
Ruined it.
Ruined it.
You did kind of waste the few charges it had left. Well, Reynard did by going like, oh.
Well, I wanted to see if I could punch Cam
He
from
changed
afar.
his legs
Oh, that's it. He made his legs less spindly.
so they could be less chicken-like.
Yes.
Not much though.
So you guys did all of that. You explored this tower.
You said chicken-like.
There was a riddle. You solved
I
that,
don't think I did.
and you basically made your way to the top of this tower, where you've encountered some sort of large chamber, which was you discovered that it was housing something called the Everseed, some sort of ancient relic which had some sort of very strong connection to the Feywild, and is responsible for making these enormous giant dire beasts, which are now attacking everybody else. The chamber that you found was a circular chamber with 6 mirrors, one of which had been broken. The seed in the center. Where initially there was a human commoner who had been turned to wood. You have restored him to life. And he's kind of given you a little bit more information, but that is all the information you have found so far. I also can't remember what I called that guy. Does anybody have his notes? I didn't write it. Andres, that's it.
He was from the village.
He's from Rootswell. I knew that,
Rootswell.
but I couldn't remember the random name I came up with.
Well, we did know that Felix had come through
Yes.
prior to us, but this dwarf guy that was in stone must have
you were
already been
all
there
over.
Wasn't
when...
a dwarf.
He's a human.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah, he's just human.
well, this guy must have been in the room when Unky was in
Unky.
here.
Yes.
Because
Yes,
But
because the
what-
guy
yeah.
was here like he thinks it's like 4 weeks ago or something like that.
yeah.
And it looked like the overseed was cracked from a single shot from the doorway.
Though weirdly
It had
enough,
like a single impact point. Yes.
the wooden mannequin woman downstairs said that she spoke to Unky Ferrahorn like 6 weeks ago.
Are we,
And
going,
he
are we
left.
okay with Unky Ferrahorn?
Unky Ferrahorn.
I don't think Reynard would call him Felix.
He would totally call him Unky Ferrahorn. He would, wouldn't he?
Unky. Just Unky or Unky Fairhorn all times.
Unky. I don't know. It depends. Like We'll see.
Unky.
We'll see how it flows. But right now, Unky Ferrohorn flows pretty well.
And that's
Feeling good
that's
about
pretty
it.
much where we left things. The only other thing is Reynard had tried looking in one of the mirrors where he saw a terrified elf, but as he looked in, he felt a strange magic trying to pull him into the mirror as well.
And there's also a smash mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
I tried to pick up a shard of it to see if I could see the mirror through the reflection of it, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever
There's also
if you
neutral.
don't look at the mirror directly, it appears to be empty.
Empty, yeah.
But you also aren't subjected to the magical effects if you're looking at it through a reflection.
Did it also
you have to
look
look
like
directly
something-
into the mirror.
It also looked like something might have moved away from the mirror that's
There was
broken.
there
Came
was
out of it,
signs
yeah.
that it did appear that
Something
way, but
that
you don't
it-
know what, and you don't
It
know
busted
where or
out.
how. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Into
looked like
the
something had burst outwards.
Can I
Okay.
take a shard of the broken mirror
Yeah.
and do what Cam did, but for all the mirrors? So
All
like,
blank. If you're
yeah,
looking
all-
in the
so
in the
all of
reflection
them.
of the shard and you look in the mirrors,
All of
every of
them
them are blank. Yeah.
Are they all attached to the wall, or are they...
They are
Freestanding.
freestanding.
So, could I look around the back of
Behind.
one of them?
Yeah. Empty. Just space.
Okay.
Just like wood. You see the wooden walls of iron bow. This kind of wood with iron ore sprinkled into it. Beautifully kind of carved and shaped. It's
they-
very perfect. Like there's no sort of like odd angles or anything like that. It's almost like it's been perfectly formed into a circle.
And this is still spewing out mist.
There's like a
Yeah.
thick green mist that seems to flow out. yeah.
Anything that touches
When you
the
threw things like
seed.
grapes, they became
anything
bigger.
living, but anything living, no, it turned to wood.
The one
If it
that I
touches the
threw-
seed,
if
yes.
it
If you
touches the
actually, if
seed,
it
yeah.
hits the seed, it turns to wood.
Okay.
Cam starts rubbing his temples and saying, "This is it. I've maxed out.
Yeah, I'm
My
pretty.
brain hurts. I've got a headache.
Elora doesn't say that, but Katie feels that way right now. Brain no worky.
The last thing I can suggest, and I suggest
Suggest you look at the mirror.
is to look at the throne.
I already did
Kim
that
looked at
last
it.
one.
Well, look at it again, Juto.
There is nothing there. Cam.
There might be something behind it. Did you look behind it?
Yes.
Did you look on top of it?
Yes.
Did you look under it?
Yes.
Well, that's all the parts of it. Well
Fine.
done. Good.
Good.
I'm going to sit here and rub my temples.
Go on then.
I am.
Sure.
Great.
A little weep.
We could just see if it was just that mirror that has this effect on us.
You've looked at two.
I've looked at one twice.
Oh, yeah. No, you did. And there was an elfie man trapped with the golden eyes.
So it may be that the other mirrors have something else in them.
One of them could have your
I can-
uncle.
I can bless you if you sneeze. That's all
Thank
I
you.
can do.
It's very useful.
I
I
could
can-
guide
I don't want
you.
my soul to be
Guidance. I
Gotta
have
keep it in.
guidance.
whatever happens to it.
It escapes, obviously.
I have guidance.
In that case, with all those
It's not saving throws.
blessings and whatever else, could I look into mirror number 2?
Are you going to cast a blessing?
This one?
Yes.
You
You
looked
can
at that
cast.
one.
That's 3. I want to look in 2.
You're looking in two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I?
Move Reynard up to it.
I'm going to go up behind Reynard and I'm going to hold on to him to try and pull him back if he tries
But
to
you're
move
not
towards it.
looking in the mirror.
But I'm not. I'm looking away,
You're
but
looking at the
holding
ground, but
Reynard.
you're holding Reynard. Okay. Reynard, when you look in the mirror,
Yeah.
you are going to make a saving throw, but first I will describe what you see. You see your uncle.
What?
You see Felix. He's inside the mirror, and when he sees you, when you start looking at it, and it's kind of misty and cloudy, and then the form shapes into Felix.
Right.
He looks at you, and he's like, no, and then saving throw, please.
Oh,
and I believe it is a
shit.
charisma saving
It
throw.
was last
Of
time, yeah.
all of the things,
Add the
add the
D4.
D4. Oh no! Add the D4
Why does he get D4?
because he cast bless.
Guidance.
Does guidance provide it to saving throws? Or
You
only to
said you
skill checks?
cast bless on him, right?
Would you care to consult a player's handbook for me, please? Or check it up on your little app there, your little D&D Beyond.
It's not an app, it's just a website
Webpage?
right now. But they're working on an app, I heard.
So yeah, just tell me if guidance... I think it does, but just check and see if it does affect saving
It doesn't
throws.
say saving throws on the card.
Ability check.
It's not saving throw.
And
You
then
said
it says in
you've got
small
bless,
brackets, addendum Chris Trott, saving throws.
don't think it does though, does it? It doesn't say addendum Chris drop though, does it?
Well, D&D Beyond's kind of like a wiki, isn't it? It's kind of group.
It says it in the book
So
as well.
doesn't add it to saving throws.
But you said you have blessed though.
Let me check.
Well, did he cast Bless? Because Bless is a first level spell, and it costs a
was
spell
Bless.
slot.
He said a lot of things.
I said a lot of things.
Bless makes an
Attack or
attack
saving,
roll or
yeah.
saving before the spell
But I
ends.
didn't say I did it, so...
So it never happened.
And I don't think a 9 would help anyway. Did you get a 4?
Yep.
I got a 4 on that roll, so it'd been good if it was useful. So
But it's
thanks.
not.
So, what's the
I'm
total?
gonna not met again.
9. So, Elora, you feel Reynard's form evaporate in your hands.
Oh.
Reynard, you appear in a endless fog.
What?
Appearing outside of the mirror is a man that shares a very similar kind of physique to Reynard, but he's older. He has a single handlebar moustache, kind of shorter, kind of cropped hair, and he kind of is like, Rainy, no! Ugh. He like looks around. He's just like, damn it. And then he looks around. He's like, all right, who are you? What's going on?
Hi, I guess you're Felix?
Felix Fairhorn, that's right. Has my nephew tried to
Yeah.
look in the mirror?
Yeah.
I tried to tell him to stop that. We need to find a way to get him out.
Yeah. We didn't know what it
I'm assuming
this
you're
is-
with him.
Yeah, this is the first of us knowing what that mirror did, so we didn't...
Yeah, it's he like looks around. He's like, well, it's some sort of mirror that traps people inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gathered
we
that.
got that.
That's as much as I gathered before I was sucked immediately into it.
Why did you look into it?
Well, I was trying to figure out if the mirrors were somehow connected to the Everseed and were some sort of trap.
Turns out they are.
And it turns out they are. That's correct.
Did you kill the golems in the previous room?
There were a number of animated statues that I killed to enter the facility. Yes.
This fucking voice.
He swallowed Ron Swanson.
I don't know what you're talking about, young lady.
Do you like breakfast foods by any chance?
He does. He is a big fan of breakfast foods.
Oh, I fucking love Ron Swanson.
For God's sake.
He looks around. Look, I don't know why you're traveling with my nephew, but I saw him, and we need to find a way to out. Are any of you some sort of spellcasters or wizards or any of that?
We're
Yes,
very
but-
exhausted spellcasters.
That will be a problem.
I'm gonna walk backwards
Did you...
while
is there-
talking and put my arm on the guy that we recently unwooded,
Okay.
dewooded.
He like looks at you.
It's like, buddy, just come with me a second.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna walk him up to this mirror.
Okay.
Oh God, you had to do something that's incredibly evil.
I'm just gonna be like, you got something on your mouth, look.
Okay. He doesn't know about the mirrors, so he will look inside. He's just like, have I?
You!
He's like, okay. He looks in the mirror, and I take it you lead him up to the one with Reynard in. He looks in the mirror. Oh, that was technically cocked because it hit the ridge.
That's
It
true.
like sat on the ridge. He vanishes into mist, and Reynard appears outside of the mirror. Young man, what do you think you're doing? Now we have to get that man out of that mirror.
Uncle!
What man?
There you are!
He
finally!
he like smiles. He's like, "It's good to see you again, Reynard."
Oh, I'm gonna run over and give him a hug.
He like awkwardly like pats you on the back. He's like, "It's good to see you as well, my boy."
Oh, we've been looking for so long for you.
You can let go of me now, Reynard.
Yeah, sorry. Everyone, this is my uncle.
I know.
Yes, we've actually met him because...
How long was I gone for?
You were only gone.
Days!
Years.
You were gone a few moments, my boy.
Oh, thank you.
But we do now have another problem. It seems that your friend, and he gestures to Cam, led an innocent man to take your place inside the mirror, which means we now have to figure out a way to get him out.
I thought bringing Reynard out would be more useful to the group thought process.
That's fine. Do you have a plan on getting this man out?
That's why I got Reynard out, because he thinks more than
He is
me.
a very smart young man. If anybody can solve this puzzle, I'm sure it's my nephew.
Well, if anybody can assist me in solving the puzzle, it's absolutely my uncle.
He like nods. He's just like, well, we know that the mirrors have some sort of ability to transport people inside.
Huh, wait! I grip onto whoever's closest to me.
Probably either Reynard or his uncle.
I grip onto both of them for support.
Are
Something.
you having a seizure?
He's trying to think. It happens sometimes.
We move the mirrors and face each other.
Where?
It's an interesting decision. I've not.
A few questions, Mr. Farrahorn.
Yes, strange demon child.
She gets that a
Juto.
lot.
Juto.
I am a
Juto.
tiefling. not a
Tiefling.
demon
Ah, yes,
child.
I've heard of your kind. You live out in the desert. I'm not fond of sand. I'm not fond of sand.
I'm not a fan of your son.
Hey.
Nephew.
Whoa!
My son, I don't have a son, but my nephew is a stalwart and upstanding young man. What could you possibly not like? He has Farrahorn blood.
He's a liar.
Whoa.
He like licks. He's like, Rain, the Farrahorns are not liars.
Have you got eyes? I have yet to see you open your eyes, Mr. Farrahorn.
I keep them very pursed. It helps me see.
It does? Just I
Fine
can't see
detail.
anything doing the same thing.
You wouldn't understand. You're likely not a marksman,
Huh?
as I thought.
Going back to
I'm
the
doing the same thing
situation,
now.
did you shoot the Everseed?
No.
Something
When you
broke it.
came into this room, was the Everseed cracked or was it intact?
It was cracked when I entered.
Was
That's what led me here. I thought it might be, I figured, and I'm assuming, it is the cause of the strange creatures that have been attacking the region in the area.
Well, if things hit the mist, they enlarge. So it seems that that's the cause.
I think this
But I don't know
fog
how
is
to
seeping
stop
down
it.
through the tree.
Oh, Cam, he's doing it again.
What if we enlarge the mirrors?
Now, why would
It's
that
not
help?
a living thing.
Then we'd have a huge mirror.
Good. Now, to go back to your solution before, I don't see how that would help. We've looked into one of the mirrors using the reflection from the shards, and nothing happened.
That's
Well,
true.
what if it's someone
But it
got someone
wasn't-
trapped in it?
The mirror was broken.
It had
if
nothing
it was if it was the actual mirrors that have magical properties still, maybe it would do something.
Maybe they constantly bounce between mirrors because there's one trapped in that one trapped in that one, and they'd endlessly bounce.
This leads me to my second question. Was that mirror cracked when you came in here?
That mirror was broken when I first entered, yes.
So
Did you see any signs of anyone else here?
I thought I heard some footsteps, but after a careful examination, I couldn't find any creatures. And I would have heard them, as Reynard will tell you. My
Was-
hearing is exceptional.
Was the gentleman?
I'm just staring like a kind of dead, like my dead-eyed stare.
Yeah, he also has a very dead-eyed stare.
We're just dead-eyed
He's a
staring
very
at each
sort
other.
of, no emotion kind
Ron
of face.
Swanson.
Very Ron Swanson.
First, hi, I'm Alora. Nice to meet you. But
Pleasure.
was the gentleman who was a statue by the Everseed there when you came in the room a statue person?
This is where Mark has to consider if he's fucked up the ordering.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he would have been,
Yes.
because if the mirror was smashed, that was the last thing the wood guy heard
Yeah.
before he was
That
dead.
was it, yeah. So yes, it was. Yeah.
So the mirror wasn't smashed when when Felix.
Yeah, when Felix got here, it was smashed.
Laura,
was-
I'm really sorry
statue
to
was
interrupt, but something's happening again. I think he's thinking.
Does he require healing?
No,
Can
It requires
anyone,
something.
can anyone smell that?
probably
Distressing
Cam.
smell.
what?
Have you soiled yourself again?
Maybe. Well, that's besides the point.
Gets gassy when he.
Laura, have you got any spells left in you?
Yes, but what kind?
What if we conjure a being that can look at the mirror and then we swap it out? Like a woodland being, like you got woodland beings. We can
Yeah.
sacrifice a rabbit.
That is actually not an awful idea.
In the
If
same
I-
vein, Cam, you also have.
If it is not a
complicity.
real person.
If I summon some
Can you summon a
things, they
duplicate of yourself?
I'm out.
they do just go back to their own plane.
I can.
You can.
High five. I make him miss on purpose.
Brilliant.
I've got a thing. I'm going to try this thing.
I can. I could conjure.
Doesn't, you've not asked him a question, so he doesn't reply.
Yeah.
I could try and conjure some fae things that would just go back to their own plane. I don't know if they
I
would
can
be
make a me.
affected. You what?
I can make a me.
You
I can make my dupe look at it.
would that still not
You can
affect
clone
you?
yourself.
No.
That's a very useful skill.
Thank you. It is. I look at myself often. I don't
can
even
see
need a
you've
mirror.
hired some excellent people to help you, Reynard.
Hired. Yeah.
Higher.
Very expensive, aren't we? We're going to need to take that out of the
I'm just
Fairhorn
staring
treasury
at
when we're done.
Reynard.
I mean, that will be. You will deduct that from Reynard and his father's funds, I'm assuming.
You're not part of this Fairhorn treasury?
No, I don't have any share in the business. I am my own man. I don't believe in profiteering from other people's work.
Why doesn't Reynard have a cool voice like you?
Unfortunately, he probably gets it from his father, who never got all of the strong Fairhorn genes.
I mean, it shows.
He has most of them. He has most of them.
Most.
He shows the most promise out of all of my nephews.
I mean, you've seen Baltir.
Valtier, he's a strong man.
Very strong. Unfortunately, it takes more than strength to be a great hunter.
Needs the squinty eyes, yeah, you're right. I'm going to go up to the mirror, not looking at it at all.
Okay.
Sorry, okay. If my dupe goes, let me know, okay? And I create...
Duplicity?
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It's an illusion, right? Your thing doesn't work.
It's not
So
living.
he's just looking at
It's
it.
not real.
And nothing's happening.
Yeah. The dupe is like,
And he's like he's doing the blue steel.
yeah, he just keeps looking at it and it
Does
doesn't do
your
anything.
duplicate have any intelligence? This is Kim asking, not Juto. Like,
Uh,
does
He
it?
controls it. It's not a clone. It's
just
like
an
he's
illusion.
It's just a
controlling
vision.
it.
It's
Okay,
literally
'cause
not
what
a
I'm thinking
being.
is like, can you send it to look at something and then
Yeah.
like it tells you what is
No.
in the mirror?
No, it's not like a familiar like
Okay.
Trelleborg
It doesn't
used to be able
It
to do.
can't talk or anything. It's just a vision.
It's basically just like a hologram. It's,
Yeah.
it's that he controls.
Has he been sucked in yet?
It's not
No.
working, him. I could conjure some things.
I'm afraid that magic is one of the few things that I'm not an expert in.
Well, good thing we have some spellcasters.
That is very useful. Once again, proving your extreme resourcefulness, Reynard.
Yeah, that's all on him. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, Rainy.
Yeah.
Do it, Laura. Create a rabbit and sacrifice it for the greater good.
Out of interest, the
I
rabbit you
wanna
create, is that
sacrifice
also
the
an
rabbit.
illusion?
No, I can conjure actual things.
I mean, you won't be sacrificing.
Do you
it.
have to only conjure small woodland beings?
No, I can conjure dryads, pixies maybe. I don't know.
Pixies are annoying. You should
Yeah, I
conjure
don't
them
think-
and sacrifice them.
They clap
Well,
annoyingly.
The thing is, they're also a bit tricksy. I don't know if they'd really.
Oh, you don't have some sort of control over them with magic.
I would have. Yeah, I would.
They would only have to look
suppose.
in the mirror for a split second. You just conjure it right there.
I don't know how many I can summon. How many can I summon?
You're going to need to look up the spell. Fairhorn is just like, one thing I did
in
notice
there.
when I was pulled into the mirror,
Yes.
I felt it contesting, there was a strong sense of my own personality and will. Perhaps a creature that does not have a strong personality would be the best choice.
A dumb creature.
Not necessarily dumb. I think it was not a test of my intelligence, but more of a, it preyed upon my ego.
So if someone with 10 charisma,
It's very much dependent on.
Somebody as incredibly talkative as your tiefling friend perhaps would be better suited.
I can conjure 4.
is this because you don't like
Of
that
a
I
certain
said your
challenge
nephew was a
rating?
liar?
No, it's more that, unlike these blathering idiots, you don't talk much.
I like to assess.
Can I have a monster manual?
He just like
please?
nods.
I can conjure. It depends on their challenge ratings.
Okay. I will
So-
say, you want to say...
It's basically there's you can
Right.
summon fey creatures that appear in an
Okay,
unoccupied
so
space.
pixies are a quarter challenge rating.
So I can get 8 of those.
That's a
fuckers.
lot.
Get eight of the
What other... So centaurs are a type of fey creature as well. And should I check dryads as well?
Dryads are,
I
I
mean,
think,
8 more than we need.
a 1. I think dryads are challenge rating 1. I think I could
think
get
so.
2 of those.
Yeah.
I could get 4 that are challenge rating half. Or, yeah, just fucking 8 pixies.
8 is way more than we need. There's
Yeah.
only 5
And they
minutes.
are creatures that.
Yeah,
you
dryads are 1,
Yeah.
and they are fey.
I don't know any that are half off the top of my head.
That's what I'm okay. I think you can any beast, you can make a fey beast. So you can
Right.
make a fey wolf, and it's whatever the CR for a wolf is. Centaurs are 2, CR 2.
I could only get 1 of those.
Just do the pixies. They had it coming, alright? Ever
Why?
since they started
don't.
clapping.
They're fine. They're happy.
Annoying.
No, they're not.
They'll be happy at a mirror world.
And also, won't they just unsummon after they're in there?
Yeah, the spell would.
Oh,
we're doing
Satyr. Satyr is a half. Little goat man, like
Aw,
Phil
I
from
could have-
Hercules.
You get 4 of those.
This is
I will make them all from New York.
Come on, kid, what are you doing to me, huh? So you want to be a hero, kid? Well, whoop-de-doo.
They're half.
The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. They obey any verbal commands you issue to them, no action required.
Walk in the mirror.
What happens when they're done?
If they don't issue, it doesn't say.
So it lasts an hour, though, right?
It
Of
says it
concentration.
lasts concentration.
Yeah. So after an hour, or when you stop concentrating on them, poof, and then they won't be trapped. Boom.
Or they'll be there
We
forever.
did it. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, because they're fey. they...
What I will tell you, Laura, do you want to give me an Arcana check to see how much you know about all of these different creatures?
13.
Okay, 13. You'd probably know that satyrs and dryads are a little bit magically resistant, which could affect them
Right.
using the mirrors. Sprites
Right.
and pixies are not, but you know, that's all you know is they're not magically resistant. And centaurs aren't either. But you do know that satyrs and
Okay.
How
Satyrs.
egotistical is a pixie? How egotistical is a pixie?
pixies are a little bit more. They're generally quite charming, and they use a lot of charms and stuff like that. There is a type of pixie called a sprite, which is more of their kind of warrior caste, and they are not as charismatic.
So maybe sprites would be best then.
And they're still a quarter chance.
Do they have
rating.
tiny little pixie swords?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, they really do.
Bring them out. I'm excited.
They look like Peter
swords.
Pan. They look like little tiny Peter Pans.
Oh, no, I don't want to let them go.
They'll disappear after an
They're
hour.
my friends.
They didn't exist before now.
You could also keep
I have to
one.
get back into character.
I'm just still staring at Uncle Farrell.
Felix.
Okay.
Just like as this conversation's going
He
on.
has his like arms folded, and he casts a gaze.
8 sprites.
Are you
Should we do
casting Conjure Fey?
It's conjure woodlands beings, but it
Okay.
can be fey.
Everybody on alert. If we have to catch a pixie and force it to look at a mirror, we will
No,
do
it's
so.
fine. They'll answer to me.
Do you have your net, Reynard?
My nets. My nets.
No. Oh wait, you bought, didn't you? Didn't you replace it?
I do. I did. I
Always,
do.
always coming prepared, exactly like I taught you. Excellent.
Why don't you
I've
tell
learned a
your
lot.
uncle how you lost the first one?
No
I'm-
doubt trying to capture some powerful beast.
In fact, I was
Technically.
a giant crocodile. Had
Just,
shards.
you can see that there is he's pleased. Very pleased.
Proud.
Slayed it on my own.
Reynard
Slayed it on my own with a lot of help.
from
These two here.
Unimportant.
There's nothing wrong with accepting help from your fellows, Reynard.
Yes, and I knew that at the time.
Not pleased.
I thought we had a conversation about honesty.
Why
is
are
not the
you
time.
having a go at Reynard right now?
Let's get the pixies out. Let's get the little swords
When
out.
he is irritating me
Why?
because he is lying.
Why is he lying? What's he lying about? I am so confused.
He's making it seem as though he did all these things on his own.
Well, yeah, but that's just what Reynard's like. And
It
we've
was
already
the
had
killing
talks with
blow.
him. It's fine.
I slid down a tree. It took me underwater.
Anyway, sprites.
So as that conversation is happening, Elora just kind of goes, and 8 flying. Okay, I have to show you the picture of these because they're not Navi. They look like tiny Peter Pans. They wear little kind of tunics made out of leaves.
Oh my gosh.
And they wield. They've got little tiny bows that look like they're sticks. They've got tiny
Put on the
swords
mat
that
cam.
look like things. So.
Look at that stupid little fucker.
And they've got like, David Bowie-esque kind of eye makeup. And they come in and they're like, whoa, man, what's going on? They're like buzzing all around, like, whoa, my lady, whoa,
Stand still.
That's the voice you're going
whoa,
for.
what's going on?
Don't
Look at
go
this
near the
place.
mist or that seed. Do not touch any of the mist or the seed.
They all kind of snap a salute. They're like, yes, ma'am. Hey, what are you doing?
Tell them they need to check their uniforms in the mirrors. One each.
Ideally, mirror number, the third mirror first.
The one that you just...
I know
the one that...
No.
No, we can totally hear you guys whispering. We're really good at hearing, by the way.
Okay.
You.
I just can't... I need you to just look in the mirrors.
That mirror over there has an elf in it, that's
Really?
for sure.
One per mirror.
Yeah.
There's 8 of them. It's fine.
I know, I'm just saying.
Just command them one at a time.
No.
Do it. We don't want all of them at once, though. Because just in case one of them has something...
They could have a monster.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that? We weren't listening.
Can one of you can you look in this mirror? The one that Reynard came out of.
He like slaps
just
his
look in it?
Yes, ma'am. And the spell is they just do what you tell them
They
to,
just
right?
do what I tell
Okay,
them.
yeah,
And they
he-
don't get hostile
Okay.
either.
He
They're
flies over.
friendly to all of us.
He looks in the mirror, and vanishes. Andris returns. Andris returns. Ah!
Good job, pal. You did it.
There was something in my teeth,
Was
and then
it?
I was in a land of fog.
In your teeth.
No, like I looked in the mirror, and there was I saw him, and then I was in a land of fog, but there was nothing in my teeth.
Well, you saved the day. You rescued.
Don't look in the mirrors.
You've done it.
Don't look in the mirrors.
Yeah, just do this and go back to the
just
doorway.
like don't look in the mirrors at all.
He
please.
like isn't sure if he should trust you, but Laura's
Yeah,
telling him,
yeah.
so he goes over. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Grunk, are you okay over there?
Gronka's just stood there, just like,
Oh yeah.
frankly, this is ridiculous.
I agree.
Good, just...
I like your uncle though.
He's great.
Miller looks
Pixie.
over, and there is an eyebrow raise when he sees the half orc, and then his eyebrow comes back down, and he just folds his arms and goes back.
Competition.
I'll send the next pixie to the next mirror. Where did you see the elf?
The elf
The
is
elf
in
was
that
in
way.
mirror number 3.
There.
Mirror number 3, please.
Sprite goes over, so you got 7 sprites left. This one he looks in. He's like, "Whoa! This mirror like totally trying to stick me in. There's a crazy elf in there though." He's like, "Whoa!"
Oh my goodness, really? Look again. Tell me what he looks like.
So, emerging from this mirror, in place of the tiny sprite, is a weird-looking elf. Pale skin, kind of coppery brown hair, and as he comes out, you can see that his eyes are sunken. He comes out and he's like,
Does he have any weapons?
"Freedom! Free! I'm free!" And he just starts like going up. He's like
Please,
touching all the wood.
Please.
He doesn't seem to be even. He's just like rubbing the wood of the floor, and he's like rolling around on it. He's like, "There's wood! There's wood!"
Grunker.
Yes, you're free. Wait, can I just... Hello? Hi.
He like looks up at you. He's just like,
Just warning. Don't look at the mirrors, but also don't go near the mist in the middle of the room or the seed. Don't go near.
he like looks at you. He's like, "You're not one of them.
We just
No.
saved your life.
Who?
So-
One of who? Who do you think we are?
You're not part of the Lord's court, are you? You're not going to put me back in the mirror."
No, who put you there?
The Lord put me in the mirror because I was helping them. I was helping Dianis.
What year do you think it is?
What's a year?
What cycle of the... It's been a long time, okay?
How long have you been away?
I don't know. Centuries. Well, you? I don't know. Just fog. Nothing but fog.
We're not
No
with...
food.
Yeah.
No water. Didn't need it. Haven't died. Just nothing.
Cool. Look in the mirror.
You've got faces. You've got faces.
Yeah, we do have faces.
You can talk.
Yep. Grunker, if this one goes too mad, can you knock him out?
Grunker's already like looming behind him and is just stood to a full, and she can just see her cracking her knuckles. Yeah.
What did you say that you were working for?
Wasn't working for anyone. He just starts rocking back and forth. And like he leans down and he just licks the wooden floor. He's like, tastes, food. I ain't gonna go to the kitchens. I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat for the first time. And he gets up and he starts making his way for the door.
Grunker!
Grunker clotheslines him.
Sweet.
She literally wraps a thick arm around his neck and then just buries him into her chest and just grapples him. He's like, "Let go of me! I need to eat!"
Plenty of time for that. Right now, you're a vibe...
Do you still have
something.
some grapes? Give me some grapes.
You, lady! That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go and find out if he's okay?
No, can you go and look in the mirrors?
Well, hang on. Do we
well,
want to...
Actually, yeah, let's find out some more info.
Well, like, you wouldn't. I mean, we'll do what you tell us, but those mirrors are like sucking a
I
frenzy.
know. I know. I'm really sorry, but you will just go back to
Oh
your
yeah,
own
we'll
place
just
anyway.
go back to the Feywild,
Yeah.
providing that these mirrors don't trap planar creatures.
I would like to try.
They don't.
Okay, sure.
I would like to try something.
Yeah, do it.
What would you like to try, Juto?
I'm going to smash that mirror. Which one wants to the pixie in?
Ah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do it.
Okay, I will throw one of Felix's books. No, I'm not that bad.
I could
Can
just
I
shoot it.
throw? Yeah.
I would like to shoot the mirror that Elf Boy just came out of.
Okay.
That one.
You just roll me damage.
Just roll damage. D8.
Not hard to hit.
D8.
You can thunder damage, double your thunder damage from the crossbow bolt as well.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Okay.
It's an object.
Eight.
It's glass.
11, 17.
17. Yeah, that's probably enough to shatter the mirror. As it does, a wave of force erupts outwards. Doesn't damage you, but you feel this kind of pulse of energy. And yeah, that's what happens.
And there's not the pixie.
Doesn't appear.
Nothing.
Ah.
We freed your pixie, he's gone to the Feywild now.
Oh, cool.
So we know now
That's what I
that
believe.
if someone smashed the mirror on this side, that whatever was in that mirror there,
He's dead. I mean,
Well,
it's
it looked
good.
like
Look at
something
the
came out
fragments
though.
and see like if maybe I can see the pixie in the
we piece it
fragments.
back together.
You look in the fragments and they just appear reflective.
Okay.
Does anyone have mending?
Nope. Oh, I'm right.
Grunker's still grappling this guy
Yeah,
who's
right.
struggling to get free, but Grunker's actually almost like not quite like killing him, but choking him to like knock him unconscious. Like she's basically like got him in the sleeper hold, and he's like.
We need you to tell us some information.
Grunker like slackens it, and he's like,
Do you know who's in these other mirrors?
mirrors.
Do you know who's in them? You said that
Enemies?
you were
Enemies of the
picking them.
court.
Oh. So it's like a prison.
was that the original?
An endless prison for all of time.
Was that the original purpose of this room, to imprison enemies of the court?
This was where the Lord kept his prizes.
Oh,
Prize.
so you're
I
prize?
imagine he sat there and pointed at the throne.
Why would he put the most precious Everseed surrounded by prisoners?
Because they can't get out.
So it's like a mockery.
We all wanted it. That's why.
Oh, so you could see the Everseed all the time, and you couldn't have it.
Did you
Could never touch it. Don't want it now though. Don't want it now. Not after an eternity.
What did you want the Everseed for?
Oh, my master wanted it.
For?
Who was your master?
Dianthus. Dianthus wanted it. He was gonna use it. He was gonna enslave the Fae. He was gonna enslave the Archfey.
a
Take all their
seed.
power.
Were you willing to do that for your master?
I was.
We don't like you very much.
Yeah. Huh?
You're not helping your cause.
No.
Well, at least he's honest.
Kill me. Why don't you just kill me? Kill me now.
I don't want to do that.
What?
yet.
Just kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill
What
me.
does
kill me,
the
kill me,
seed
kill me.
do?
Seed.
The Everseed.
Things.
It's a very
What
powerful
things?
artifact.
Powerful play magic.
It makes
Was
things.
created. Give birth. Give birth to this place.
Do you know how to repair it?
My master does. I don't.
Where is your master? Where did you last see him?
He like looks. He's like. He's always watching.
Of course he is.
He's here right now, watching you.
When you Grunker, knock him out.
Obliged.
Pixies, mirrors.
In fact, Grunker, being Grunker, would actually probably walk up to the wall with him in the grapple and then just like bash him against the wood, like just like bonk. Throws him on the ground.
Do we want to see if this was
He
filled
was
with
clearly
enemies?
not sane.
If this was filled with enemies and people who want the Everseed, should we let anything else out of these mirrors, or should we just?
Probably not. Although we do need to discuss the Everseed itself. I came here with the intent on destroying it.
Yeah. Do you think that's wise?
I believe it's either, unless you know of a way to contain its power, it will keep spawning those giant creatures. And from my understanding, this enemy, this group, the Broken Sky, the ones that were after Reynard are also seeking it. They came after me.
But merely cracking it has unleashed this mist, which is...
That's why I believe we need to find a way of destroying it.
Okay.
Do you think destroying it will dispel the magic?
I believe that it will likely prevent any further creatures from emerging, but the ones that exist already will likely remain as they are. But we can deal with those. It just requires hunting them down.
But if we were to destroy the Everseed, would it not unleash more of the magic?
Depends on the way that we destroy it. If we physically break it, as we do now, I suspect so. But there must be wizards or people that we know somewhere that can deal with it.
My question is, how do we transport it anywhere to destroy it?
That is what I was pondering. I figured that there was some sort of effect that if you touch it, renders you to wood, as the statue implied. That's why I was seeing if the mirrors were somehow connected to that effect.
Would it go into a bag of holding?
We'd have
Can't
to
touch
put it
it.
in it. Unless the bag touches it, that could work. But then there's mist spilling out of it
Yeah.
all the time.
Do you not have some way of...
Does the guy that was turned into wood, does he have any
Andres.
gloves on?
No, he had gloves on, yeah, he had woodsman's
So it
gloves.
doesn't matter.
So it doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
seem to matter.
Mr. Fairhorn,
Yes?
I wish to return to something you mentioned earlier
Mm.
about looking into the mirrors.
Yes?
Please repeat what you said.
He repeats what he said, I can't remember his mark.
Just basically the gist of like.
He basically
Ego.
he went in, saw the Everseed, figured that it was some sort of trap because of the statue, looked in the mirrors to see if it was somehow related to the effect on the Everseed, like
But
the turning people to
What was
wood.
the thing he said about ego and intelligence?
Oh, he just said that it seemed to be that it kind of tested his ego, like it was a force of personality.
A low charisma score
Yeah,
would mean
he was,
more likely to be sucked in.
yeah,
More likely to be.
Yeah, if you fail your charisma saving throw, you go
get sucked in. Yeah, that's what he was getting at.
Oh, it's a good one. It's right here. It's just bubbled up to the surface.
Sure.
If we can find a willing participant, the crazy guy, to take the seed and look in a mirror, we can trap it in the mirror.
Won't he go just get turned to wood as soon as he touches
If
it?
we can find a way for him to possess it without him turning to wood.
If you can think of that, that'd be great.
Can you not get your pixies to fly into the seed and knock it to the side?
They'd all turn to wood, wouldn't they? But I guess
The
One would. Like a little football.
but the mist goes where the seed goes. It's not going to clear it of the mist. The mist is coming from the seed.
Mist will only
from the
make them
crack,
larger.
isn't it?
It will make anything larger that it touches. So this doesn't really.
We'll make big pixies who can
Solid.
hold the seed and turn to wood.
But again, they'll just turn
They'll
to
turn
wood.
to wood.
Also, actually thinking about it, the seed perhaps would not go into a mirror because it is not a living
It's
thing.
not a living thing.
Wait!
Here we go.
What if you conjured a wood creature? A creature made of wood?
No.
What?
Mahogany.
If it was made of wood, and it tries to turning it to wood, it's already wood. So what would wood? Wood.
Not a bad
I fall
idea.
apart. Cam just shuts off.
I think your friend may be broken.
Yeah, it's been broken for a long time. But it's not a bad idea. If it's already wood,
But I can't do that though.
doesn't matter then.
So
Ah,
invalid.
that does
Isn't
put
isn't
thorn
a
in
dryad
the
made
side.
of wood?
I believe what your friend is saying is she doesn't have the energy to cast that spell.
We're also...
We're all very drained of energy right now, Cam.
We can rest if required.
Yeah.
I have silks. Could we perhaps fashion some sort of net?
I think anything in contact with the net would. He was wearing gloves and it's still.
Give the pixie Fairhorn's net and see if that touching it turns the pixie to wood.
Or the net?
Or the net.
I could just throw my net onto the...
We don't want
seed.
you touching the net.
Well,
We want to see if someone holding it turns the person to wood,
A very dangerous experiment.
but not with a pixie.
Wow, if these creatures, and he gestures that they're all flying around the door, just kind of buzzing around, don't feel pain or have some sort of existence, then yeah.
I also don't know if the magic in there would somehow drop my control over them. Currently, they do what I say.
I think that's your concentration rather than theirs.
But if we don't know anything about this thing. It's
Well,
fey magic.
We also
they are
don't
fey.
know.
Which is why we should experiment.
We know the mist turns them bigger, but it could also make them. The wolves were huge, but they were also overly aggressive.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Elora's
It turns them-
concentration, removing that concentration makes them disappear. So at the very worst, she just unsummons them. If something bad happens, they disappear. We pick up the net, they hold it, see what happens. A willing participant, Pixie Man. What else have we got right now?
I believe that is the best course of action.
I will give my net to Elora.
We'll probably take like 3 or 4 pixies to hold the net.
It would sacrifice
'Cause they're
all the
pretty-
pixies.
They're pretty weak.
But we do know that a lot of the mirrors have prizes in them from whoever was in the
We could always make the madman hold the net if you want that.
Well,
He's
he's
unconscious. He
now.
can't do anything.
I knocked him out.
You can put the net in his hands and then
He won't be able to hold it.
Could do. Don't know if I feel comfortable making somebody turn a stone.
Alright,
Wood or
pixies.
whatever. Pixies are like, hey man, we can tell if he's like a cool dude or not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sprites. We know the hearts of all men and women.
Is he good?
They fly over to him. They touch the crazy man. Right, one of them just buzzes over.
Tiny finger on a
Like
foot.
yeah, literally touches his forehead. Creature, if it fails, has DC 10 charisma. He fails. The sprite looks up. He's like, "Whoa, this guy's super evil, bro."
Whoa.
He's like, "Oh yeah, he's like super selfish. He's committed loads of dark deeds. He's a murderer. Him and his old master wanted to corrupt the face seed and stuff. They're like really bad."
Put the net in his hands.
What else can you do?
Well, all of my arrows are tipped with like a sleeping dart, and I can fly really good. And what else can we do, bro?
You can look in mirrors.
I can do this, and he turns invisible.
That's pretty cool.
Then he pops back out. He's like, "Yeah, do you want anybody put to sleep?"
Not just now.
Well, it's not a bad idea.
No, why?
Well, if we have a pixie look in the mirror, whatever comes out, they can sleeping dart it.
If they're
Especially
bad,
if there's, what is there, how many's left now? 5, 6.
There's 1, 2, 3 mirrors.
Well, this one's smashed now, right? The one at the very front
Yeah.
is
Yes,
smashed.
that's smashed. But it's that one, and that one we haven't looked at.
And we've looked in this one, so this one has.
that's the Farahorn.
that
mirror.
That's got a sprite
That's
in it.
got a sprite in it. So can we mark somehow that has a
We-
sprite on it? So we've only got 3 left.
Yes.
But we also...
And 7 pixies.
But it would take
6
4
pixies.
pixies.
You've used 2 pixies.
It would take
Is it
4
two? Oh,
pixies
yeah.
to.
The one in the
hold
broken
net.
mirror where you don't know if they're alive or dead. Schrodinger's pixie.
I would have a pixie perhaps look at one of the other mirrors to see what is in there, and if what comes out, we can get the others to sleep, put them to sleep.
Yeah. And if they're evil, we can figure that out too and give them a net. Perfect. It could be a monster, could be a beholder. Let's go!
Oh god.
There are 6 of us able to fight. Our woodsman friend.
The pixies can put people to sleep,
Andrus is
but do you
just like-
remember?
He's like doing this, looking at the floor next to the door. I'm not looking at anything.
Right.
They can put people to sleep, but elves can't be put to sleep.
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
spell would not work on me. It would not work on any elf.
If they're all elf
And
prisoners, then
Grunker can
One
teach
correction,
them.
because Laura would know this.
Okay.
You can't magically be put to
Magically
sleep.
be put
You
to
can
sleep.
still be drugged.
oh, it's a sleep
Yeah.
dart.
You can still be
Arrow.
drugged.
It's a sleep
So
arrow.
his arrows would
Would work.
potentially. Okay.
And so would my vial of knockout drops.
I'm up for experimentation,
Well used.
and on top of that, let's do something with the mirror.
Terrible. Which one?
Let's just do it in order, I guess.
Reynard is, Felix is just like, just nodding.
Any ideas, Felix?
It seems to me that looking in these mirrors is not as important as dealing with the seed. Why do you want to look in these mirrors?
In case someone has the key to how to do something with the seed.
I mean, it is possible, but at the same time, based on my own
yeah.
experience and what the crazy elf said, these are prisoners. They wouldn't necessarily be holding any secrets to the seed itself.
But they could have had a devious way of trying to take the seed.
That is true. I will give you
not
that.
get away with it.
That is actually quite insightful.
Wait, hang on.
Well,
He has one of those moments a day.
thank you.
They say that even a broken clock can be right twice a day.
Nice, nailed it.
This man who has turned to wood, his name?
Andres.
He, last thing he heard and saw was this mirror smashing and then this seed cracking, which is what turned him to stone.
The seed was cracked when he came in, wasn't it?
Was it?
Not when he came in.
Not when he came in.
It was fine when he came in.
It's almost like the same
When
thing.
Andres came in.
Maybe it's not a case of destroying the seed, just repairing it.
Yes, but we don't know how to repair it.
Does there look like there's any bits of seed around it? No.
Has a fissure.
When we smashed that mirror, did any more cracks appear on the other seed?
No.
Damn.
If only somebody had the mending cantrip.
I know.
Such a useful cantrip.
I know. I want to.
I have thaumaturgy, so I can look at it like real.
You can make it seem spookier. That's what thaumaturgy is. It's the spooky spell.
We either smash the seed and risk the consequences. I'm worried that the force that we got from the mirror is going to be exponentially larger from the seed. Said a big word. Or we do the whole testing.
I believe the
net.
mirrors would be useful. Information is power.
Why don't we give the evil man the net? He picks up the seed. We force him to look at the mirror. He's trapped in the mirror with the seed.
We don't give him the seed.
In
Someone
a net.
could come along and let him out of the mirror.
How?
It's very true.
He's trying to get the seed. We don't want him to have it.
Unless
we take the
we're
mirror.
to bring the mirror.
We bring the mirror.
We could
But then we don't know
break
what happens
it.
to the things on the inside.
That is unfortunately, it is currently a risk from what I see. Speaking as a voice of experience, what it seems here is there are a number of options. Depends on what risks we're willing to make. I think it would be valuable. I actually quite like this simpleton fellow's idea of enforcing this.
Randy didn't come up with anything.
He has been supporting all of your ideas. Like
Oh,
a true
my
fair one.
ideas. I'm not the simple one in the team. That's a misunderstanding.
I believe you have soiled yourself.
That's irrelevant. Okay? There's no toilets in this tree.
It's very true. Anyway, as I was saying, my personal wish would be if this elf, if what this flying sprite has said is true, and he is not a good soul, then a fitting punishment would be to force him to carry the seed. If he is turned to wood, then we know that that is something that can be done. If he can carry it within a net and he is forced to look inside a mirror, then we destroy the mirror, and then it is trapped and locked away. If you have better options, such as a way to transport it, a way to remove whatever is causing this kind of protective magic, I don't know if you have ways of doing that.
Currently, no.
Dispelling.
Sure, I don't know magic.
I can't dispel today, but I can if I sleep. But we could take it somewhere so that I can do it.
Or we could take a rest.
We could sleep here for 8 hours, yes.
You could?
I like that Mr. Farahorn likes my ideas. That's my contribution.
Your idea.
Do you mean the net one?
Yes.
And trapping it in the mirror?
That's all part of the same idea.
I'm just...
We can give the pixies part of the net and then give the evil elf the other part.
How are you going to persuade him to do so?
He's knocked out. We just put it in his hands like a weekend at Reynard's.
And how are you going to move him towards the seed?
We could simply tell him
The
to finally
pixies.
grab the prize that he was...
The
He doesn't
pixies
want
move
to.
his body.
We can literally pick him up and put him closer so that the net is within reach.
I still believe we should see what are in the other mirrors.
But
There
they're
is-
evil prisoners.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Mr. Farahorn was in one.
I was in one after I reached into the room and looked inside it. I don't know what
Likely
was
that
released.
the person
There wasn't
who was
anything when I
released.
looked inside, though.
But that is what I'm saying. How do we know which of these mirrors has people within them?
We don't need to know. We just need to get rid of the seed.
Quite the conundrum.
I have pixies waiting to do things. There's an unconscious
They've
guy.
been saluting this whole time.
No, they buzz around Alora. They, you
I think
know,
they're fighting each other.
yeah, they kind of just like scrap, and they're just like a bit rowdy and sort of like inspect things, but they don't generally fly too far away from Alora.
The risk of unleashing another evil person in the world is far worse
We
than
dealt
us.
with him.
Yeah,
Because he
There
was
is a-
mad. Some
We
of the
don't-
other occupants may not have been in there as long.
they may not have been as submissive. As
There is
this
also
one.
a potential that something broke out of that mirror to begin with.
Yes. And
And crack
I'm
the
not.
seed.
I don't think
Yeah.
we should stick around here for too much longer. If
The
there's
seed is
someone
the
else.
problem, right?
Also,
Yeah.
the Broken Sky wanted that
The Broken
seed.
Sky want the seeds, so we should do what we can to
So it's
remove
either
that.
A, we get rid of the seed, or B, we take the seed for ourselves, and then whatever power they were looking for, we then have instead.
My boy, I can see where you're going with this, but these relics, this is a very powerful ability. I would be concerned with anyone having this power.
Yeah.
Especially if you intend to take it back to Talis Val, where no doubt politicians will get involved. You know my thoughts on those sorts of people.
Yeah.
Let's.
He
I
doesn't
mean,
like
we've
governments.
taken.
Really? That's surprising.
I think perhaps maybe we should sleep, restore powers, and use dispel magic upon it.
Again, there could be people who have escaped
Can you
from.
move your mic a little bit?
You need to move your mic.
It's down low. Down low, 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 low. You might need to. It's probably because it's too far on the side.
Yeah. Cheers.
If we stay
Cheers,
here,
then.
there is the possibility that there are at least two people being released from these mirrors roaming the tree.
And this
We
elf
haven't
is gonna
encountered them
wake up.
yet. We also know that Felania's forces.
There are 7 of us.
Yes, and
There's
if
an
we
army
sleep,
of
there
Broken
is.
Sky waiting to get this Everseed.
Yeah.
Well, you'll need to make a decision. I feel that you rescued me. I will leave this decision in your hands.
When you looked into the mirror, Uncle, did you see anyone in there?
No, it was empty when I looked inside.
So there is just one, potentially, if something broke out of that
Yeah.
mirror. Just one thing. And even then, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago.
Well, we don't know really.
Reynard,
Oh yeah. Well,
when you looked into the mirror with the elf first, you were able to resist it and see what was inside.
Just barely.
We don't want to trap us in
We're
again.
not looking in any other mirrors.
Unless the pixies
Us.
do it.
The pixies
Pixies will
could do it, but they could also get sucked in and release something.
We'd
It's
have-
a 50-50 chance.
We'd have more prisoners to deal with, and we would be lessening our odds of survival if we keep unleashing evil people into this room.
Yes.
Do the net.
The net is it's a net gain. I fall over.
It's a bit squishily because your pants are a bit down.
Yeah. Like a Huggies nappy.
Ugh.
Okay, we'll try the net then.
Okay, so what's the actual plan with this? I was a bit lost on some of the details. What are you actually doing with this net, the pixies, and the crazy elf? What are you actually doing?
My suggestion was
Right.
whether it's carried out in the same way or
It
not.
sounds like it is, so just tell me what you're doing.
We put the net in the elf's hands.
Okay, so he's holding a net.
The pixies carry him
Okay.
to the seed and put the net onto the seed and see what happens.
Okay, so you put the net in the guy's hands. The pixies keep his hands closed because he's
He
unconscious.
can't hold it.
They could just rest it on him and move him to the seed, and then once it comes
Why-
time to it, yeah,
Why can't the pixies
they could put it in his mouth.
Just
Drop
like
the
the way,
net.
like, what you're saying doesn't really work because he's unconscious. He has
can't
no
do
control
anything.
over his body.
Put it in his mouth.
Right, you shove it in his mouth.
So
They've
how
got
are
to
you
keep his
gonna-
mouth closed. They've got to like
Yeah.
hold it closed. Otherwise, his jaws are just going to come slack and.
It's
I
just,
could-
as long as it's touching his skin, right?
So you just want it touching his skin.
Yeah.
They fly over, drape the net over the seed as it's while it's
While
touching
it's still in his
him.
mouth. Pivot point. Easy.
But
Is-
But I have some rope. I could just tie the net to him.
yeah,
Right, so you're going to tie the net to like what, his hand or something like
I
that?
suppose
like a
if this is the
Spider-Man?
plan, yeah.
Like a Spider-Man,
don't-
like you wrap it around his wrist and then you
Why
tie the
can't you
net
just
there.
get them to drop the net on the Everseed?
Because I
then
want to
we
see
need
if
we need to
us
pick it up.
holding an inanimate object
Just get one of the pixies to hold
turns
it.
us to wood.
Yeah,
That's all I
just
care
get
about.
one of the pixies
Okay.
to do it.
All right. I see where Trot's going with this now. Right. Okay. I see what he means.
And he's evil, so turning him to wood's not a
Just get one
bad
of the
thing.
pixies to-
So
Yeah, you can. But
Well-
it takes 3 of them. We didn't want to
It
waste.
takes a lot of pixies.
That's,
you do this. You get the rope from Reynard. You tie the net to the guy's hand. You get the pixies to lift up the net. They fly over, dragging his body,
then let go.
and then they let go, and it falls over the thing. Okay. The man turns to wood, and so does the net, which is made of rope. It's made of hemp rope. The whole thing becomes wooden structure over the thing.
Get one of
The way
pixies
it looks, did the net, whatever touched it first,
The net touched it,
First.
turned to wood extremely quickly, and then it trailed
spread to
down
him.
the thing, and then affected the guy.
So
So
we
now
now
you have a
got
wooden,
man
like
and net.
like a wooden sort of almost like cage over the seed, connected to this guy lying on the ground, who is now wood.
This is interesting.
There's
We've learned
no
something.
way we
Well-
can destroy this thing.
We can keep caging wood around it until it's holdable, like an egg.
Could you get one of the pixies to grab?
Ask one of the pixies to touch the wooden guy.
Or you're the.
One of the pixies touch the wooden guy.
Pixie.
He touches the wooden guy, nothing happens.
We can use this entire man and his net as a bigger net to carry the seed. We flip him upside down, so the net's underneath the seed, and then lift
Like a
the whole.
basket.
Yeah, we can snap him off if we want to from the net, and then
You're
we've
going to
got.
have to. A wooden man is extremely heavy.
Can the pixie detach the net part from him
No.
like a
It's
basket?
tied on. It's like solid wood. You'd have to hack
Like
through
hack
it. You'd have to. The pixies aren't strong enough. Gronka and all of you guys can. You can just take like an axe.
So once the
and
wooded
just-
man is wooded, we've discovered that touching the wooded transformed person doesn't turn us to wood.
Yeah.
No.
So you can
I'm gonna
touch
go over and touch
something
the
that's
man,
something
the
that's
cell.
Touch
already
the man,
been
you're fine.
something
I'm
that's
going to
already
grab
been
his
turned to
head
wood is
as
fine.
leverage, and then stamp on the handle of the net, so his hands snap off.
You're going to need to do strength checks because it is solid oak. Have
If
you ever
you-
tried snapping a
But
wooden
it's like
table
a-
leg by
yeah, but it's
stamping
like a
on
pole of a net
It's not-
pole, isn't it?
it? It's
not a net
tied to
pole,
his
it's tied to
wrist.
his
It's
wrist.
like tied to his wrist.
Yeah, but there's like
But
a
is
weak.
there like a
Oh my
a
gosh,
bit
semantics.
where it attach?
It's
where it
like
attaches?
the weakest
set
point
fire
is
to
his
the wall.
wrist.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna
That's
hit
what
that.
we're trying to establish.
Okay, right. Strength check.
Fire touch.
If you're trying to snap his
He's trying to snap the net
Set
handle
fire to it.
from.
There is
him.
no net handle.
Wait a minute.
Like it is tied to his wrist.
I thought there's like the handle, and then the handle goes out, and then there's a net, right?
No.
No.
Or is it just a hole?
We went
No.
over this very deliberately.
What if you just snap-
tied the net to his wrist?
What if
Doesn't
And he
matter. The wrist is
Spider-Man
the weak
over.
I
point,
think he
so the
can-
wrist needs cut.
All
He
right,
wants
I'm
to
gonna
snap the net part that is like, if it's
Yeah.
tied here, there's got to be like tendrils, tiny thin tendrils. from his
Around
wrist.
the thing.
Yeah, I guess he's just snapping that, so it's no longer connected.
That's not
to
what
the
Trot
body.
said, but
No,
yes.
No, but that's
okay.
what
I don't
that's
want to
what
break
we're
the
trying to
cage
do.
around the net.
But you wouldn't. It would just be the tiny bit from his wrist, like
Tom,
here.
Tom, like,
But there's a rest of the
Reynard
cage.
goes over and he's like, no, just snap these bits, and
Yeah.
like it will make the most sense.
I'll get Nimbus and start.
Nimbus is like a stabby dagger, and it's taking you forever.
I instead get Axel and just slam down.
Just can't like snap, like just slices through it. Magic scimitar slices through the wood. You're like, "Nyeh," like a little letter.
I've got it. There's a certain weak point here. Then I just jump
Chop,
out the way.
chop, chop. Reynard snaps it off, and you basically have, like a kind of cage net of wood over the gemstone, but it goes all the way down to the floor.
Is there
like
mist
drapes down.
spilling through
Yes.
the net?
Yes.
Has the net already sort of like draped over the top of it before it was turned to wood, or is
Yes.
it like instantly as it touched it?
But as it fell, it kind of.
Okay, cool.
So it's like an organic sort of, almost like a
Net.
like a net, like it's grown over it.
But there's mist.
But
spilling
there's
through
mist
the
spilling
gaps.
between it, so you would have to probably get quite close to the mist to cut round all the base, and then you would be able to try and sort of like scoop it up.
We need to demist it. Or like contain the mist. The net obviously has a lot of holes. Can we turn something else to wood, like Reynard or?
Well, I think we should probably take a break because it is 6:30.
My
Well, no, we
brain.
got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Can I just go up to it and like kind of fan part of my rope to see if that kind of the wind sort of shifts it or moves it a little
It
bit?
shifts the gas, but the seed is constantly spewing it
Spilling
out,
out.
so,
Okay, so it's not
you kind
enough.
of blow some of it away and it kind of drifts, but then it just more kind of, it's like having a perpetual smoke machine
What's
on.
Antris
like,
wearing?
Like woodsman's garb, like leather tunic,
Has he
trousers.
got a cloak?
No.
If we draped a cloak over it, it would turn to wood and then trap all the mist.
Would it though? Because the net is now on it.
Bear in mind that we have to transport this and it's going to be literally spewing mist the entire time.
That's what I mean. If you put something material so that it would wrap around it, it would trap the mist.
I take one of the silks that I took from the room and put it over the top.
Okay, because it doesn't touch the seed, it doesn't turn to wood.
That's
it
what I
touches
was
the
trying
wooden
to say.
net, the thick wooden.
Right. Now I'm going to get into details here.
Right.
So the net has loads of holes,
Now we're
right?
getting to
You just
details.
poke the silk until it touches the seed
Are you doing that?
with a long stick. That's my suggestion. I don't say I'm not
Regardless,
doing
if you
it.
touch it with anything, if you're attached to that stick, you turn to wood.
Yeah, there's the
something
pixies.
heavy at it.
There's loads of pixies around.
Can we maneuver like Woodman to blink?
You can. Somebody would have to lift him.
It's
Probably
really
Gronk
heavy.
because he's the strongest, and also he's wood. He touches the seed. Whoever's touching him.
Yeah. Starting to get this, yeah.
Would it though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
We
Because
touch
he's now
The
separated.
seed
Yeah, but he's
is
now
on a
separated
pedestal.
from the.
It's on
That's
a tree.
true. Like the wood isn't affecting the silk, because he's made of wood. You would be fine. Yes.
Would
if you
we?
used him, yes. If you used a wooden thing, you'd be fine.
So would the wood?
Wood.
I'm losing it now.
I still think resting and then using Dispel Magic would be a fine idea. We can take shifts.
I'm not sure it will dispel
1,
the
2, 3,
mist.
4, 5.
I don't think it's going to dispel
I
it.
think we need to mend that crack.
But don't both of you have spells that
I don't think we can
do
get to the
anything?
crack anymore. There's a net over it with silk. Like,
Well, the silk's not wood. The silk's just silk. You can take that off.
I
good.
do so.
Yeah, you'll need to get quite close to the mist, but I'd say you can probably snatch it away without touching the mist.
Do either of you have any spells that would work?
No.
The point
would do
is, he
anything.
has nothing left.
I've got.
No, if we were to
all.
rest,
If we were to rest, we
do
have to.
either of you have anything that could help?
Both of them can prepare new spells.
We could
as
prepare
well.
new spells, but we then have to wait 8 hours in this place where we have no idea what's going on.
Regardless, do you have anything?
Probably not.
How big are the golems in the
I don't
room
think I
before?
I'm pretty big. They're like 7 feet tall. Wooden statues.
It's wood, right? It's wood.
They're wood golems, yeah.
If we need to get rid of the wood, we just burn it away.
Hello.
No, I don't think we should burn it. We're in a giant fucking tree.
I know. I'm just saying.
Did Elora just swear? Was
That was
Elora?
Katie saying we're in a giant fucking tree.
It was surrounded by stone. Also,
No, we're not. We're literally.
All wood.
It's all wood.
Iron.
The whole thing is
Everything.
wood. It does have iron ore like veins running through it. It does
Oh,
have
vein.
that. Oh, vein.
Sorry, just want to do that one again.
But I'm saying if we need to access the seed again, if we put too much wood around it, we can just burn it
This is
away.
the thing. This
You
isn't
burn
even
the
like a
whole
puzzle.
tree.
This is just like, here's some statements about this thing. See how they get it out.
I got
There's no solution. I just wanted to see what you guys come up with.
Nice, well, we currently
At this rate, we're going to come back with a friggin' wood totem to take back to Tal as well. It's a net with silk on top, with a tiny pixie,
The silk's
with a
not there
man
anymore.
that's attached. Oh,
The man's been deattached.
good.
Could it be put in the bag of holding?
Put what?
The net.
The new
If
wooden
we
net, no.
Cut the.
The you'd have to cut it to a point where it would fit in the size of the
opening.
opening, which is about like this big.
Which is
So it's
just,
quite wide.
just the Everseed size.
Just about the Everseed size.
Yeah.
You can get the Everseed in the bag of holding.
But we'd have
But
to
then-
cut
But
it.
you don't know what would happen.
And
if we
all
did
the
that.
stuff in there would turn to wood.
You don't know what would happen. You guys can make Arcana checks.
I don't really
I'll
have
make
much
an
in there.
Arcana check.
Like, if you ever want to know about, like, would magic do this? That's an Arcana check.
24.
24. Okay. Now that we've made some Arcana checks, you've worked out a couple of things about this stone. The first thing is yeah, as you've determined, anybody who touches it is subjected to this spell, but wood does not seem to affect it.
Right.
So if you're wood and you're already touching it, it doesn't seem to have any pass-through effects, basically. You suspect that if you put it in the bag of holding, as long as there is nothing living in the bag of holding, it would be fine. The gas, like the bag of holding, from what you know, has a certain amount of space that can hold a certain amount of weight, but all that would happen is it would fill up with this fog, and then that would be it, basically.
But
you could then sort of turn the seed out at a later date somewhere safer, or wherever you wanted to put it, or you could just leave it in there forever.
Would, if we kept it in there, would every time we open the bag, mist come out?
You don't think so. Things only come out of the bag
When
if
you-
you will
if I
them to
will-
come out.
Yeah, if I go.
But
seed
every
comes
seed.
anything living will turn. So
There's
even
nothing
rope,
living in
Yes.
rope turned.
There's
Yes.
nothing living
We
in
just
it.
have to be
Chinchillas.
careful.
There's no chinchillas.
But everything. But you said that rope changed.
At the moment, all that is
The
in it,
hemp rope changed.
The hemp
yes,
rope.
because
all
it
that is in it is
living
an
matter, it's
enchanted
organic
tailor's dummy.
What? Which is already wood.
We shouldn't put living stuff in a bag of holding anyway.
No,
No.
it will run out of air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so you said wood touching the seed will not do anything.
Doesn't seem to.
Does that include, like, I don't know, the wooden end of my Gwendal?
Your Wandao isn't wood anymore.
Mithril.
It's Mithril.
Well, if it was,
If it was, you'd think you might be okay.
can we not simply strike it with wood?
And do what?
Into the bag.
What, you mean prod it
Into the-
into the bag?
Into the bag, into the mirror, into wherever you
It's
wish
currently
it.
surrounded by a wooden net.
If the net was not there,
Yeah,
could we not simply hit it?
definitely. But we need to get rid of the net, so...
I could set fire to it.
Nope, we're in a giant tree.
You think the wooden net you can just smash apart?
Yeah.
You can just cut it and then try and lift it away. You might get close to the fog. You don't know what effect the fog has.
All right.
None of you don't know what it does, apart from make grapes bigger.
And potentially,
Does
and
make
dire
those
wolves bigger, and everything out there.
But again, you don't know how exactly it fits in
yeah.
and how it works.
I could get one of the pixies, one of the sprites to
Boom.
You can make them
smash
bigger.
the...
They can't smash the thing. They're not strong.
They're not strong.
But if they touch the mist,
You don't know.
big pixies.
Should I try and send one into the mist? I've
Yeah.
still got a lot of them.
Says I can create fire that can fit in a 1 foot shape for a minute.
Yeah, 1 foot's not very big.
Yeah, but it could set fire to the net.
It would take some time. You'd maintain it, yeah, but you could probably burn through. But it would take a while.
But would that not then stay
It'd be like
alight?
having it'd be like, like a campfire wood. Like you think about how long it takes a log to burn. It'd be like an evening. It'd be like 6 hours or something to fully burn through to the point where you can smash it apart.
Okay.
So it's quicker to smash.
Send a pixie in.
They can't smash.
No, to the mist. For funsies.
For science!
Imagine a novelty-sized pixie. It would be amazing. Hello. I'm a pixie. Be amazing.
I'll send a pixie into the mist.
You're gonna send a pixie into the mist. You're like, go in that mist. He's like, come in. Flies in.
So what, he can get through the net?
Yeah, he's small. He's tiny. He's like this big. He's like me. He flies in, and also the mist is spilling out. It's spilling out of the net.
It's just, yeah.
He flies into the mist. He starts coughing, and you can see his body does begin to sort of like warp a little bit. He seems to get a bit bigger. His muscles seem to increase, but you can also see like spines and thorns begin to kind of grow out. He's like, "Whoa!" He flies out. He's like, I feel weird.
He's
and then
angry.
he's just like, he's like looking around. And I was like, whoa, man, calm down. He's like, don't tell me to calm down. He starts like fighting him.
Look
He
into
starts
that
getting
mirror,
really-
and I point towards the one that the other sprite is
You
in.
can't tell me what to do. I'll kick your ass.
Go and look in.
And he's gonna
go-
fly up to Juto.
Can I do something?
He's going to attack you, so it's your AC. I'm guessing 10 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
So you like dodge out of the way as this tiny like pixie flies up with like a little spear. He's like,
Can I start dodging out of
Go
the way,
look
but
in-
leading him towards the mirror with the
Go look
sprite?
in the mirror where your friend went.
You start doing that, and then Laura tells him what to do, and he still does it because he's still under the effects of the thing. And he fails, and he disappears into a mirror. Which mirror?
But
the
I
one
point
that
the one with the
the one
sprite in
that
it.
the sprite went into.
This one?
Nice sprite.
Yeah. Then the other sprite pops back out.
Okay, so we traded the angry one for the nice one.
And I think that's where we're going to take a break. What will the party do?
Nothing.
Fire
Metal.
We'll be gone 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and we'll be back.
That's it. So don't go anywhere. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back to HighRollers. Big shout out to everybody who's joining us for the first time who might be watching on the Twitch front page. Thank you very much for checking out our D&D stream.
Sorry, it's taking us like an hour and a half.
A bit of a puzzle. You've joined us at a particularly puzzling part. So in the previous part of the episode, for those who catch up, the party are currently trying to deal with a little bit of a conundrum. They've managed to free Reynard, who is Tom's character. They managed to free his uncle from one of these 5 mirrors that seem to trap people inside. And now they are trying to find a way to get this Everseed, this ancient Fey relic, which is causing this mist, which is causing the creatures in the nearby woods to become ridiculously powerful and aggressive, and they're trying to find a way to deal with that. So you guys have had a bit of a think. What's your plan?
Mark's had too much coke and he's going to burp.
Look,
The plan.
I'm enjoying my cokes.
The plan is that we trim off the edges of the net. That was a bad idea.
Smash the net.
So we trim. We
didn't know though.
No, we need to remove the entire net.
The entire net.
Yeah, because how are we going to drop the silk on it if we've already put the silk on it and it's done nothing because it's over the net? We need to remove the net.
We can still get the silk to anyway.
Remove the net.
We're going to remove the net as best we can.
Okay.
Can I, from a distance, start doing that with my staff?
Yeah, so basically...
Which is wood, and I'm real strong.
So you were very strong. It'd take you a while to smash through. If Juto gives you the Guandao, it becomes easier because it can slice through really easily.
But the Guandao is...
metal.
Oh, but it's not touching the seed, is it? So
exactly,
that's fine.
You're touching metal. So
yeah,
you could do that.
Grunk, Juto's not really strong, so
Okay,
that's why either Grunker or yourself, because you've got the belt, Frost Giant belt, you smash that through, you kind of cut through the net that's hit the floor and has melded into the floor. You break that apart, and then, get like the pixies or something to lift the net off? Or are you guys going to try and lift it off and brave the fog?
Flick it with a thing.
Where's the net? So the net's it's in pieces, right? No?
The net.
The net?
Yeah.
It's kind of broken into pieces?
It's like a hoop. It's like a big hoop, like a cone.
Break it into pieces then?
Oh yeah, you can go around.
Like so that I can then just kind of.
As long as you, I'm guessing you would be careful.
Could you druidcraft crap all over the Everseed to plug the hole?
You could draw it over the wood. You could make the wood sprout, but you can't like the wood of the net, but not on the Everseed.
Oh, well, there's wood by the seams of the.
Okay, forget that. Shh.
After that,
flick the net off.
So I'll break the net.
So you break the net up. You can't. It still has a little bit of a basket over it because you can't get close. You don't want to risk touching the seed with the staff or not the staff, the Guandao.
Can I use my staff then when it's closer because it's wooden?
It is wooden, but you would be trying to break it on top. You'd be literally trying to smash it.
No, but can't she use the staff to flick it?
Like get under and.
You can do that, yeah, if you want.
So the net is
away from us, not the stone, just under the net, but very carefully.
The problem is the net is perfectly shaped around the seed. If you try and flick the thing off,
okay, no,
you
then
risk
I
it
won't.
knocking
I
the
didn't
seed off.
realise that, so I won't do that.
Okay. So you've basically now got a wooden pedestal with like shaped like vines all holding it up. So you've kind of got this pedestal made of vines which is holding the seed. Over the top of that, you have the top half of a wooden net, like a basket.
Just a lattice.
So it's just,
Like a lattice
it's just
of-
stuck
a
to
lattice
the
of
very
wood.
seed itself now.
So could you, craft a handle, loop it, bag it?
Like twig or something.
Can I
You
druid
could.
craft a
It
handle?
might not be very strong, but
we
you could
also
try.
still need to get rid of the mist.
Can I try and druid craft a
Not unless it goes in
a
the bag.
little on the wood part of it?
So you
Like-
basically, you watch, it takes you probably constant castings. Like you're there shaping these little twiggy branches from the wooden net, and they kind of weave up and they weave each other and they weave into a handle. It takes you about 10 minutes. At which point, because I was tracking how long this was all taking you,
Pixies.
you...
No, it's not
something
pixies.
changes in the room. You hear something, and I want you all to make perception checks. And I'm going to roll one for Grunker, and I'm going to roll one for
Natural 20.
Felix. Okay. What's the total?
23.
28.
An unnatural 20.
23.
23.
Wow.
Only Elora and Felix see. The rest of you don't see this.
What?
Elora and Felix, you see on the far edge, literally appearing for a split second, is an elf. He appears as if he had been invisible, seems to panic, and then he blends in with the shadows and hides behind the mirror. But he does it incredibly expertly. He just kind of blends in. But you see him just for a fraction of a second. He's wearing clothing similar to the crazy elf that is now wooden, lying on the ground. And yeah, he just merges in.
There's a person over there. There's a person behind the mirror.
Are you whispering or are you saying that?
I'll whisper it to these guys that are closer to me.
Okay.
And Felix, I guess Felix has seen the same thing. So.
Yeah, Felix looks at you initially, and then looks to the other, looks around. Reynard, my boy, you didn't happen to bring any weapons that I might be able to borrow. I seem to have lost mine.
Damn shame. I have my crossbow. I have Axel. Anything you require?
Where did
You
you
can have.
lose your weapons?
I don't know. I left them on the ground before I came in to the room fully. They were by the door.
2 weeks of... Then this wooden guy probably came in.
There's someone behind that mirror. Can I keep an eye on that mirror?
You whispered that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I keep an eye on the mirror? Can I see any movement at all? Can I see any movement?
Not now. No.
What do we do?
Can anyone dispel magic?
I have nothing.
We're out. We're through.
Maybe we could find more materials to encase this seed if we check either side of the mirrors.
I need so many books.
There could be stuff behind the mirrors.
Can you
come with
guys,
me.
just for my benefit, can you guys place yourselves... So I think Elora and Juto were near the seed,
Near the seed.
but not next to it. You guys were about...
Near it, but not next.
Yeah,
a
you guys maybe
tentative
are 5...
distance.
Yeah, maybe just 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the rest of you? Grunker is basically stood by the door. Reynard.
Me and Cam, we're going to go circle the room on opposite sides to each other, going around the backs of the mirrors.
Okay. That's going to be Felix. I've only got a ghoul minute.
Felix is a ghoul.
So, and Cam's going to go around the other way, yeah?
And before we do that,
Scout the
sort of
perimeter.
whisper to these guys and say, like, if you hear or see anything as we're walking around, let us know.
If I die, let me know.
If I turn to wood, let me know.
And I'm going to try and match his pacing going all the way around, but also looking...
He's working so
Very careful.
really hard.
Okay, so...
No.
There is, you hear a brief kind of muttering in Ancient Elven, and then it would be Cam, Felix, Grunker, and Elora, but Elora, don't even bother making a saving throw. I need you all to make...
Oh, it's like a charmy
Sleepy.
thing.
It's a sleep
Charmy,
spell.
sleepy.
And I guess all of the pixies too.
The pixies we do need to know roughly where they are. You guys have got...
Well, if they'd be near me, right?
Yeah, they'd be buzzing around
Yeah, they'd be
Laura.
buzzing around the Laura. They will also be making saving throws.
Get rolling.
It is a... In fact, you don't even make a saving throw. It just affects hit points.
Oh yeah, of course.
So...
What, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
How does it work?
People who have more
works
hit
out.
points is how much more much.
He rolls for how much hit points he affects, and if it takes all your hit points worth,
Then
you fall asleep, and then it goes to the next person.
Oh, so kind of like I think colour spray works the same way, doesn't it?
It doesn't older games.
Math!
It's because there's a lot of numbers here.
Once you've done this, if you shout it's exactly
So,
equal, it's a
all
perfect
of the
gift.
pixies fall asleep. Then Felix falls asleep.
Okay.
That's it. They all sort of like drift. The pixies all just fall to the ground
Like flies.
You can
and Felix is like,
I'm good.
Reynard, my something is...
He has less hit points than Cam.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I got 69. It's pretty close.
It's his remaining hit points as well.
I'm
In that
full.
case, I want to start running around the edges, and I'll also...
I'll do the same.
Yeah, I'll do the same. And the idea is that we're basically flushing them out from behind the mirrors.
So you guys run round, Cam runs round. Cam, you don't see anything. When you get to that second mirror, you don't see anything there.
Yeah.
Can I...
No, you would, actually. You see, standing there, sort of like pressed up against the wall, is a Matt, like an elf. And you can see him wearing this kind of ancient, weird-looking clothing, very leaf-based tunics and things like that. And he's peering and like looking around. And when he sees you and you see him, he's kind of like, and he like waves his hand. Wisdom saving throw, please.
It's a good thing I'm
Super wise.
15.
15. This is your best friend. This guy, it's a... Oh! He's like, hey!
Did we hear anything? Like,
You hear Cam go, hey! From behind a mirror. That's
Cam,
what you
what
hear.
is it?
I'm going to walk up to him for a hug.
Yeah, he's like, he pats you on the back.
good to see you.
Just don't let the others know I'm here.
Of course.
He like whispers.
I
He's
will,
just
I
like,
said, hide and
just
seek.
tell him, your other friend, get him in the middle of the room.
Reynard,
Yes, Cam?
I think the guy's in the middle of the room.
In the middle, while everyone else
can
can
I
do.
roll a...
I'm still like running.
Yeah, can I roll an insight on Cam
insight.
to see if he's lying or
You can make an
anything?
insight check.
Just because, like, it's really weird that he went, hey! Like, I know he's not that dumb. But...
It's fine. You can make a game all you guys want.
No, you're right, okay.
It's fine. No, you can actually make insight checks.
14.
14.
22.
22.
Literally from my
I mean,
voice, I guess.
Yeah, there's like, he suddenly doesn't seem cautious, like something's weird.
Yeah.
But he's like, listen, a bit of a pickle.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need your help.
What do you need?
It's
Do you
basically
want my weapon?
Yeah, it's like, I tell you what, like, have you got? Yeah, if you give me a day.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Of course,
I'm just
anytime.
gonna borrow it.
You can kind of have it if you want.
Oh, thanks, man. He's like, I really appreciate it. So what I really need is I need the seed, but I can't. Like, all your friends.
Oh,
are
you
there.
want the seed?
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of it.
Well, don't touch the mist.
Yeah.
You'll get really angry.
I know. It's
And
crazy.
thorns
right?
come out your...
Yeah. Why don't you like? I've seen your friends have made that little loop, right?
Yeah.
What like? I tell you what, like you get them to like. Why don't you check out that throne? It's really cool. You get them to look at the throne, and then I'll get rid of the seed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You go tell them. Go
All
on.
right. Oh, funny thing, guys. The throne is... I think there's something up with the throne. We should all look at the throne.
Throne?
Yeah, the seed's...
I'm just going to hold my hand up to these two.
The seed's not important, and you should look at the throne, because it's pointless, really.
Did you find this guy or no?
Nope.
They were behind that mirror. I saw them.
No, I didn't. No, he's not. Guys, you can trust me. It's the throne.
Is he gone?
I'm not moving.
Come on, just get...
Can I shoot one of my radiant arrows that lights up in the general direction that he was in?
Yeah. So you
To light it up.
You pull out the arrow. You fire it from the moon bow. The tip enchanted with radiant energy. It lands just pretty much around the corner where it was, and glowing light spreads out. No shadows.
He's invisible.
Could
Why are
I...
you firing over there for?
He's invisible.
Who is?
Whoever that was over
Let's
there.
just have a look at the throne together. Like, everybody, come to me.
You know
Over
what?
here. Come on.
Cam, you look at the throne.
I am. Look how much I'm going to sit on it.
I'd say, Elora, with your perception, you would notice Cam doesn't have Nimbus.
Cam, where's your dagger?
I just put it behind the mirror.
Cam, where's your dagger?
I put it behind the mirror for safekeeping.
I paid a lot of money for the dagger. Where's the dagger?
It's just over there.
You're never without it.
No, I'm joking. It's here by the throne. Come have a look at it. It's over here.
Could I prepare?
He's acting really weird and shady.
I'm gonna
Can
stare
I...
intently at the seed, just like kind of, oh my god, kind of
Okay.
like
Where
I
did
would
I
like
see?
to-
Where did I see him last? That guy.
probably.
You saw it.
there.
You saw
Behind
Cam.
me.
Yeah, you saw him duck behind this little mirror.
But Cam met him like here. Could I, in case I see
Can I-
anything?
But no, Cam did. You saw Cam walk up behind that mirror.
Oh, so okay. Could I, in case I see anything, like if I see him in the same way that Elora saw him before, like he almost comes out of it, or I see a shimmer or anything, I want to prepare Hunter's Mark to immediately place it on
Immediately,
him.
Hunter's Mark him. Okay, that sounds great.
Can I fairy fire?
You're gonna fairy fire where? Because this is a very important question.
I know. I don't know.
Guys, this throne is so cool.
Like
but you
the
have to
area,
really
I
see
guess
it
I've
up
only
close.
seen him over here, so I want to try and get as much as the room over here,
Okay.
but without
I feel
hitting
like it's
Cam.
That's a
20-foot
persuasion.
cube within range.
Can I persuade them all to look at the throne?
You can try and
Just look at the
Being
injury.
really
words.
weird.
If
though.
you have like any spells that you could use to like charm them.
Can I not
or-
just do a normal...
I mean, not really a roll. You've got to convince them as Cam back.
There's so many intricate details on the inside, and I think there's a bot.
I'm ignoring Cam and doing.
So 20-foot cube.
There's a what?
So you
butt
basically
proof.
got four squares out and 4 squares wide that you can do. So basically cover behind that mirror.
Yeah, can I cover like this part of it, but not Cam?
Whoosh!
Nothing probably.
Nothing happens. Unfortunately.
Can I
Sparkly magic.
use
Good you didn't do it on the seed.
the elemental thingamajiggy to like sort of just stir some of the like air and mist up, so it just kind of like you could maybe see if. I
You
don't
mean
know.
the green mist? The evil death mist?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to swirl up?
No.
That's the only mist in the room.
Is there any dust or anything?
No. Nope.
Surprise
Can
of the
I have a
undusty
look in-
room.
Can I have a look and see if I see any footsteps or anything?
So what does happen is emerging from behind the throne room is you see a replica of Cam Buckland with a dagger who says to you all, and you have to imagine that this is Cam's voice, but for the sake of not metagaming, you see him poke out and he's like, and he points at the Cam who's currently on the throne.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Guys, just come over
And
here.
he's holding Nimbus.
He's got Nimbus.
Can I like insight and like be
You
like?
can absolutely make
anything that we
insight
can-
checks.
That was fucking clever.
It took him a while to think of a plan though.
24.
I will also be
23.
doing that, but out of interest, the moment I saw him, I was still like ready. Like the moment I see anything
You
different,
Hunter's Mark.
I still Hunter's Mark that Cam,
Okay.
the original Cam.
Yep.
24.
You know, the one with Nimbus. Because I'm shooting the other one.
Yep. You recognise the spell doesn't take effect. There is not a creature there.
24.
I mean, it's
Have I seen-
like it looks like Cam, and
I've
he's
not
just going,
seen him, have I?
No, he's like keeping the throne.
In
Every
that
time like
case-
you look at the throne, it goes back behind the throne,
At
and
this
then when they
point-
turn, when you're like, "Come on, guys," and you're like looking at it, it's like
Right. In that case, I want to.
only Reynard knows that it's not a real person. The two of you, it seems that's Cam.
I'm desperate now for people to come to the throne.
Okay.
So I'm going to pretend to be sucked into the throne, as if it's trying to consume me. No! Help! Someone, please!
So how are you doing that?
The throne is pulling me in!
It's a wooden throne.
It's gonna crush me! Ah!
Gronka moves up. Gronka's like, ah! He's like,
I'm
what are
gonna-
you doing, you idiot?
I'm gonna cut myself. It's like, ah! And smear blood. Oh my god!
Gronka's like grabbing you and just pulls you off.
Oh, yeah, she's strong.
I mean, you can make a strength check to oppose her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, can I?
What are you doing, you
Oh, yeah, good one.
What are you doing?
Granka, there's something wrong.
She's going to grapple
So
Cam
even
at this
with
point.
yeah, if she's
Strength
grabbing.
check. Or acrobatics, actually.
Ooh.
You wiggle out. Gronka's like, come here, you slippery little bastard. And now you just like,
I'm going to throw myself at the throne again.
Just like,
Help!
Can I try and grapple him?
yeah? Grapple
Okay.
check. Strength check.
Me?
Yeah.
Elora comes up to you.
Not very
I'm
good.
guessing you move around like the fog and stuff.
Only a 15.
15. Acrobatics check.
18.
18. Yeah, just like
The
wiggles
throne
his
is
way out.
just consuming me.
Okay, as
Juto, you should help too.
As Elora moves away, Juto, wisdom saving throw, please.
13.
13. You sense an immediate, horrible, frightful presence that makes you frightened as a figure pops into existence.
Can I use stillness?
No, because
of
that's
mind?
an action to do it.
But yeah, are we gonna?
You would move away first.
Yeah.
So you would go 50 feet this way.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as this figure basically appears next to the seed. Your charm ends immediately. The charm wears off. He
The
reaches
guy's
out
going for the seed.
and with a mage hand, he lifts
Can
the
I
little
shoot
basket off,
Mage
and that's going to be initiative.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Good old mage hand.
I have no spells left.
Does anyone have mage hands? Because that could have been really useful.
I've got like first level only, I think.
It's alright, I just set fire to everything.
my-
at this
So
point.
what are we up against here? We're up against a figure that's
Elf dude.
lifting the seed
With
and
mage hand.
Have you got
someone who
anything
looks like
left?
Cam.
Mage hand is literally just a hand.
Oh, so
It's like a little ghostly hand. It's like holding
It's a
up
spell.
the cage that you
Oh, so we
created.
can't see
It's
it.
using the
that.
handle and it's like lifting
You
it
can
up.
see the hand, yeah.
cool.
Cam, what's your initiative?
15.
Elora,
5.
Reynard.
Sorry.
You have advantage, don't forget.
I use my invoke duplicate.
You use everything, I think.
Done everything.
13.
We've done everything.
Juto.
18.
And then Gronka is going a whopping 10.
We've done 3 battles without a long rest now.
Yeah. Juto, it's actually your turn. As an action, I'm guessing you want to win the fear effect on you.
Yeah, boy.
You focus, you still your mind. And now you're not frightened. And you are no longer frightened. You still have your movement and
I'm
bonus.
not frightened of anything.
Yeah, you've got your movement and bonus action left.
Movement and bonus action.
Requires your action to
Bonus
rid
action.
yourself.
Okay, can
This guy
I?
doesn't have a lot of spells.
Has he
left.
revealed himself? Was
He
it just
has
He's
revealed
revealed
himself.
That's
Actually, I've got a
disgusting,
couple
Mark.
of
Why is he not wearing clothes?
So he doesn't look like Cam.
Can I bonus action
hands.
water stance?
Yes.
No.
That was terrible.
Well, do you know? Maybe it is like sumo water stance. And you know what kind of stance it is?
Because
Did
she's
you write
Chinese,
the
not
class?
Japanese.
It's
Actually,
technically
tiefling.
more like Tai Chi water stance.
Yeah.
Oh,
So not
that
like
one.
Japanese sounds.
Owned.
It's true.
There
If I
is-
made an elemental monk, it'd all be Japanese ones, and the water stance would be like a big sumo.
That would be amazing.
I actually do Tai Chi, you know.
Yeah?
My mum and I, we do
Is it
Tai Chi.
the more meditative style or the actual martial art Tai Chi? Because there's the two
It's the more
stances.
meditative.
Yeah.
Meditative.
Meditative.
Okay, I...
So water stance,
Yeah, and then can I
move.
move toward... Can I, like, barrel into him so he knocks down?
You can try. Yeah.
So that's within the 50.
5,
Yep.
10, 15, yeah.
Just give me it'd be a strength check to barrel him. Because it is strength to try and knock somebody down.
10.
10. He actually just manages to like leap out of the way as you kind of try and shoulder barge him. But yeah.
Does he leap that way?
He leaps backwards. Like he's like, whoa! He just jumps back. It is then going to be Cam Buckland.
I'm going to reach for Nimbus instinctively. Get out of the way! I'm going to push past 5, 10.
Gronker isn't 100%
Okay.
sure if you're legit, so she does try and grab you.
Natural 1, so she does.
She grabs you. She's like, where do you think you're going?
No, I was pretending he's the bad guy.
What?
He charmed me.
Oh! And then lets you go, basically, but that's going to pretty much
Be my
keep
go.
you in place. No, I'd say you could take an action.
In the spirit of not metagaming, Laura would have probably done the same, I guess. 'cause
But
you're
the
right
thing
next
is,
to
but
me.
you're slower to react. Like you've seen this happening, and he's gone.
Oh, okay, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
As my action, bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
30 feet, so as close to him as I can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Next to Juto, and it's going to be a big old nimbus.
Yep. Is
And
this your last one of your few remaining spell slots?
this is, I've got, one level 1 left.
Which is the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Well, one
Well,
after.
you
after
got-
this.
Yeah. I'm like bare bones, but I still got a couple.
Spiritual weapon attacks?
Is that okay to attack?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Sweet. So that's a D8.
You can see that he has like almost like shadowy armor, kind of like a magical force armor around him.
4 plus wisdom 8.
8 points of damage.
Radiant damage.
He's like, give him that knife back! Shut up, you fool! It's mine! All of this is mine.
He was much nicer when he was trying to be
Reynard.
a friend.
I hugged him and everything.
We had a breakfast.
We had a bond.
So these mirrors, do they move?
They are large mirrors that are freestanding.
Okay.
They're wooden frames.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Why? Do you want to try and move one?
Nah, not yet. So Hunter's Mark didn't work on him while he was camping.
There was not a person there.
It was a vision. It wasn't real.
Wasn't real.
Could I,
Real.
could
What
I
is
try and
real
use
anymore?
it again?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, have you got spell slots for it?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he appeared next to me.
You also
so-
keep forgetting that
Spell
it's,
slots for days.
it's
No,
spells.
I've counted that.
Okay.
I'm good.
He must have duped and
Yeah, he probably duped
banned
himself.
So yeah, I'd like
It's a lot of
to
tricks.
Hunter's Mark him.
Okay, so you
please.
hunters mark him.
Yes. Does it affect?
It does this time.
It
Nice.
connects. Speaking of connecting, I want to connect my bolt
Here
to
we
his
go.
face
Bada bing!
with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Shoot him in the face.
Does 11 hit? I'd like a sharpshooter with this d20. Does a natural 1 hit?
Flies overhead. It's like you're like looking at the crossbow, like, huh? Also, yeah, like we said, Tom. By the way, we're going to start doing the thing of like 5 shots, then an action to reload the clip. So just remember, you've used 2 shots. I did talk about this with Tom during the week.
Yeah.
We've realised that actually having unlimited resources for a crossbow that does quite a lot of damage is a little bit overpowered.
It makes
So
sense with the crossbow.
It's going to be a clip. It's like 5 shots, and then he has to spend an action to reload a clip, and then he can fire again.
What a crossbow.
So, for those of you who are new to this show, Tom normally rolls insanely high.
In
His
fact,
character,
I'm going to get a natural 20 right now.
No.
his character has insanely high stats. So the fact that he's just taken 2 shots
And missed.
and rolled
like,
a 4 and a 1
Against
is
a clothy.
unbelievable.
Against a clothy.
Unbelievable.
That's bad. That's
Up
really
your
bad.
game.
And
Get good.
Your game.
I want to stay
your
where I
socks up.
am also.
You just shoot him from behind this mirror like,
Yeah, well, apparently not.
that's Tom right here.
Apparently not.
Reynard, Ferrahorn.
I don't know what's happened to me. I used to be.
Well, luckily your
high
uncle
roller.
hasn't seen any of it because
Yeah.
he's asleep.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. On his go, the elf is going to look at Juta and just be like, "What do you think you are? Some sort of snivelling little attempt at a fighter?" Wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, keep going. I'm
Cute.
trying to get rid of the funk. That was a 1 again.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's
The spell goes back on him!
No, it doesn't. He just doesn't. You just don't take any damage. You can feel his vicious mockery
Wasting
is wasted on your
I just
on your
death
mind.
stare him. I don't care. I don't
Vicious
listen to people.
mockery.
Like
does-
Juto's so focused as a martial artist that she doesn't listen to what people say.
It's the fuck you face.
Yeah. Cam knows it well.
And then he will. I mean, yeah, he will do nothing else. Elora.
Oh,
Grunker used her turn trying to grab Cam.
okay, dookie.
Oh no! You have to be a mere mortal like the rest of us. You can't be Superman.
I'm going to become an earth
Haven't
elemental.
you used your wild shape? You
No,
used them
'cause
in
we
the battle
took a
with Broken
short
Sky.
rest.
Oh, you get the battle.
Yeah.
Short rests.
Remember?
Damn it!
You tried to wear us down, Mark.
Fucking short
After
rests.
Grunky got, shot
Circle of the
50
moon.
bajillion
Circle of
times.
the moon. Where is he? Where is he? I just like to use my favourite little
little
massive.
I like the moss.
Thing.
No, not the moss. The moss and the crystals.
So big earth elemental. So I'm guessing you move up to him.
Yeah. Where I was here.
Yep.
Oh, you going there?
20.
Oh, Mark.
I mean, here's the thing I need to know.
I know.
I should have got my green pen and drawn the
10
smoke,
foot
actually.
away.
Yeah, it's actually.
So
yeah,
you're
what's the-
just like,
So I can't
so
reach.
close.
What's the mist radius?
It's 5 feet around it,
5
so
feet,
it's
okay.
basically
Can you
all
just-
around here.
Ground down, ground up.
Actually, I can. I could earth.
It's not
Oh,
stone.
it's earth. It's not.
water.
It's wood.
Oh, it has to be stone.
It's the wrong
Has to be
element.
natural.
The one downside.
So I can do shit all.
So you there?
It's pretty
Continue.
scary though.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, Juto, you'll go.
Can I use Water Whip to grab him and shove him to a mirror?
No, you can only push him away
Can I?
or to you, and he's right next to you.
So can I not like pull him towards me, but sort of
You
have
can't
him
angle
go
it. You
towards...
can't throw him around. You can't push him in any direction.
Why?
Because you can't.
Why?
'Cause that's
Why?
the
It's
rule.
just not the way the spell works.
It's just not the way it works. Unfortunately, not. It is a push or pull.
How damaged does he look?
I mean, the radiant thing seemed to burn through, like part of his clothing.
Cool. Can I go the other side of him?
So you're going to move around,
Yeah.
like.
And Water Whip him.
Yeah, you could do that.
push
You could basically like
Yeah.
blast him that way. Yep.
into.
Okay. So you make a normal unarmed attack.
Yeah. Do I? Yes.
Nice.
So it's
Nice.
an unarmed strike.
Make an arm attack. Yeah. So 13.
13 is not enough. He actually dodges out of the way. He like as this water whip smashes overhead.
Can I hit him? I want to hit him.
Sure.
I'm just gonna fucking hit him. Would that be with Gwendol or unarmed
You
again?
can make the second attack with unarmed, with blind out. Sorry.
Wait, hold on a minute. I rolled.
What did
Actually,
you
it was
roll?
a 15.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6
Right.
plus 9. I read the wrong bit.
15.
15.
15 would hit him.
With the water whip.
Yes.
Okay. So I did water whip him.
Okay. So deal damage. Don't worry about the water whip effect though. Just roll the damage for now.
What's damage for it?
Unarmed strike damage.
Yeah. Friendly one, yeah. 6.
Nice.
6 points. As soon as you hit him with the whip, it goes to send him back. He actually, you hear like a puff of smoke and he vanishes again.
Oh.
Okay. As he vanishes, can I move like back to the door? Like back up to the door?
Yes. You bump into something. you move up and you feel something bump behind you.
Can I stab?
Can
I just like lash
you've
out with
already
a
used the
fist?
Gwandal thing.
But bonus action.
You can
can't
use your
I?
bonus action, yeah, you can use your bonus
click
action.
around.
Still have disadvantage because you can't see him. You know he's there, but you have disadvantage.
In a circle.
So lowest one.
11.
11, it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit. So you kind of lash out with your fist, but there's just air. But you know he's around here somewhere. As he vanishes. When does this last until? Okay. Cam Buckland.
Do I see Juto lashing out of the doorway?
You know he must be vaguely there.
Where's
yeah.
the mage hand at this point?
It's hovering. I will put down a glittery D8.
Does he need concentration to?
Maybe.
Well, because I've hit him a few times.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm
So
gonna
is it holding the?
It's still holding the thing, and technically the gas moves with it. So wherever that D8 is, 5 feet around that D8, there is the green fog.
Okay.
Come up.
Good to know.
I'm gonna try and think about Nimbus and see if I can will it back to my hand.
Come to me.
You are attuned to it.
Oh,
So yes, it does.
nice.
It just, you watch as this mist flows out of thin air and then reforms into Nimbus
That's
in your
super
hand.
cool.
Sadly disadvantaged still, because you don't know exactly where he is.
You've seen where numbers just came from.
He would, but the thing is like you could quickly, easily move out of the way. Like the disadvantage represents not being 100%
Oh,
clear where
18
you're
and a
typing.
natural 20.
So the 18.
Never take my daggers from me.
You get sneak attack. Oh no,
You
you
took-
don't because you had disadvantage. You never get sneak attack. You
Oh,
get
do you not?
disadvantage on the attack roll.
I didn't know that. We're learning.
I'm pretty sure that is actually written somewhere, but I also think it makes sense because you
Yeah.
normally only get
Yeah.
sneak attack if you have advantage.
Yeah. Or
But
if
you do
someone's,
get your poison damage.
or if someone's within 5 feet.
Yeah, but I still think that if you've got disadvantage, you shouldn't have the precision to deliver a sneak attack.
10.
For a
10 points?
precision.
And I'm going to
You
send.
hear a ah!
Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to send my spiritual weapon to Stabby.
To do the same thing.
to Stabby.
Okay, disadvantage.
What?
Because he's still invisible.
Still
Oh, he's invisible.
Yeah, he's still invisible. Invisibility. Oh, Cat Buckland on
Was that
fire
two
today.
natural 20s?
The
13.
second one he was, yeah. Plus your normal bonus.
4.
Spell attack bonus. No, plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
Come on,
8.
Tron.
Plus 8.
21.
Yeah.
Yes, you hit. God, how long? We've been playing this game for
We
2
do
years.
know how to play. We do know how to play. Just
Well,
my brain hurts.
No, you're fine. Like you write everything down.
Apart from the fluffed up.
Yeah,
all
but that's
the-
fine. Like
10.
He should know better.
10.
10 points.
Once you're done
Okay.
slamming me.
The radiant energy burns through, and you hear another like ah from this invisible source.
Good.
Can I sort of like locate where that
We
is?
used to
like-
be friends.
You roughly know where it's coming from, but it's that again, precision striking is the problem. Reynard,
So,
be over so quickly.
I mean, yeah, I want an ensnaring strike.
Okay,
oh, the trappy one.
Yes.
so you pull out one of your trapping arrows or whatever we reflavor your spells as.
Ensnaring.
It's a bowler.
Yeah, like it
Ensnaring.
kind of splits out.
Weird.
I love bowler shots.
Disadvantage, I'm afraid, my friend.
17.
Natural one.
No,
It might still be high enough with your base bonus.
15.
15 hits.
And that's the Reynard magic.
What was the actual nice number on the dice?
3.
A 3, and you still get to 15.
Crazy.
The next time you
Rangers.
hit a
That's
creature
Reynard.
with a weapon attack before the spell ends, so I
Yes.
can still shoot again.
Yes.
Yeah.
A writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed its strength saving
It's
throw.
like
Failed.
It's like Entangle, but arrow form.
So you watch as basically this kind of mass of like all these bowlers and like these vines kind of spring out from like this little pellet kind of ball, and they wrap around. You can see the vague shape of legs, and like
Does that help us hitting it?
it gives him. Gives you advantage
So it's
to
a
attack
straight
him,
roll.
but with disadvantage because he's invisible. It's a straight roll.
Straight roll.
So it's
So
normal attacks.
the
And you still do damage.
Oh, I
You still
just
roll
noticed
normal
my
crossbow
stats.
damage.
The net that is now around him.
completely.
Yeah.
That also has that also gone invisible.
No, because it's not his own object.
But he is technically like wearing it now, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's not invisible.
Right.
The water whip.
Yes.
Did you make a strength save?
He technically teleports immediately upon hit. It's a special thing that he has as an ability.
What is
The staff on my little Laura's.
Oh no, it broke off. We'll find some glue. We got some.
Easy
Duncan's got some
fix.
gorilla glue.
Easy.
It's fine. Reynard's holding the legs.
14 damage for one of that for that first one.
14.
Mother.
Oh my god. You watch blood spray coat the door. And just
Do we want him alive?
I mean,
Awkward.
hello.
Is the mage hand doing anything?
Where's my book?
It's brutal, Reynard. Jesus.
Deantis, I assume it's you.
Does some of the blood go on Felix's face? It's like,
It does actually, yeah. It kind of
And
sprays
me.
in a little bit.
You did
damn it.
Uncle.
It sprays
You killed
all
him in
over.
your sleep.
you probably would.
No, mage hand is not concentration.
Just a still going.
You can just stay there.
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of fixed on a net issue there. Just put a bag of holding underneath.
Oh, so can I hit?
Whoever is there is still invisible.
Oh, so would the spell disable if he was dead?
What's
Probably.
Mage hand.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Kill him.
He's going to take 1d6 piercing damage next turn anyway.
Kill him.
I'm going to shoot again with sharpshooter.
He's so dead.
It's just a straight roll this time, no disadvantage.
Hey, 16.
16. Don't roll.
I want to see.
You can roll, but it's for your benefit.
Oh, yeah.
Reynard takes aim, and there is a
He rolled pretty good.
23 damage.
A bolt just appears in the middle of the elf's head. The bolt just kind of, and then more blood just gets sprayed across the back doors.
Oh.
The mage hand cancels, and the seed drops to the ground.
Shit.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna roll some dice.
We're all watching it bounce in like different directions across the room. Like when a rugby ball lands, it could go anywhere.
This is not going to be good for me.
It's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It rolls this way. Actually, we'll do D4. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So it kind of like hits the ground. The casing breaks a little bit, but not fully, because it was quite thick, kind of wood roped kind of vines that turn to wood. It goes boom, 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 and just kind of comes to a stop roll, and the gas just spreads out.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
I suppose you can see
Yeah,
it.
Juto's like, yeah, he's pretty dead. I think alive people tend to have more brains in their skull.
Yeah, the thunder damage kind of
Debatable.
also like concussed the back of the fucking skull.
Yeah.
so it's,
Alora's
like,
mad
blown
that
out.
she is all big and didn't get to hurt anyone, so she's going to go over and hit him anyway.
Just a big stony squelch noise.
Laura, you're really strong right now.
Can I?
I'm also not wood.
Can I
Can't talk.
Stone.
use water whip to push it into the back?
You can try it. Yeah. Do you want to try that?
I feel like this is going to be a super bad idea.
This sounds like a horrible
I'm
idea.
going to...
It's either pull it towards you. I guess
Drop.
you're just going to be holding the bag in front of you at the same time.
No, you can hold it.
If this is how you want to go about this,
I don't think
then
that's the way to go.
Is the wooden dude, the wood elf dude, literally wood elf, is he still around? Can I like
He's
prop
just,
the
yeah.
bag on him to like be open?
Can't really keep it open. You can prop it, but it's like
Dunk
having
it.
a canvas bag. It just flops and like sinks
Yeah.
into shape. You need to hold it open.
could you just...
Also, the sleeping creatures are still asleep.
Okay,
Would Alora know how that is rectified? Because we've seen people being put to sleep before.
You just wake them up.
kick
Oh,
him?
you literally just wake them up?
Just wake
Can
them up.
I'll wake over. I'll go over and wake
You have
up
to like
first,
literally like physically shake
Yeah,
them
I'll
and
go and
like
do that.
slap them around a bit and stuff. Like the sprites are all just.
Actually,
on
I'll
the
do it
floor.
while I'm still an elemental. I'll just prod Felix awake.
Like, so you're just doing this, and you just go, nah, breakfast. What? What's going?
There's blood on
It
him.
like looks up at the giant stone thing, raises an eyebrow.
And then I'll transform
I
back
don't
into
appear to
Alora.
be. I was about to say I didn't feel I was in immediate danger.
Well, you survived
Oh, he
a
looks
gruesome
down.
battle.
I'm gonna go around and like gently wake all the little sprites.
sprites.
Like,
They're like, what's going on, man?
actually, would I still have concentration on them?
I
don't take any damage.
No. So yeah, you would.
as he
Felix
wakes
looks
up,
around, is like,
Oh no, I did fairy fire. So.
he sees the crossbow bolt
No,
in
they're
the
gone.
guy's head, looks at Reynard.
clean shot.
Excellent work, Reynard. Excellent.
The pixies are gone. I cast another spell, so they're gone.
You've got
Can I,
red on
Pixies
you.
are gone.
Damn it.
Can I pick up the other 2 crossbow bolts that missed to begin with?
Takes out a handkerchief, wipes his face. It didn't go in the mustache. That's the most important part.
So
Fuck's sake.
he mage handed the seed, and now it's dropped over there. But it has kind of cracked the net. But we still have the issue of putting it.
Does it still
In
have
a
the
bag.
handle?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Can I?
Can I hook the handle through my quarterstaff, which is wood,
Yep.
And then if I hold out,
if you hold out the bag?
I will hold out the bag.
Oh, the
Oh, don't do that face, Mark!
it just says the mist as well.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's quite. It's
Oh.
not easy to do that. It's probably going to be a dexterity check. Just a straight
To
dex-
lift it, even if it's like the very
to get
end.
it over the thing and then deftly, without it touching the sides or touching Juto, who's
Hey,
holding
guess
the bag.
who's really good at dex?
It's really.
Hey,
it's a
who
claw
guess you
machine.
just had an idea?
Yeah, I'll give it to Juto because
What's the idea?
We could just literally put the silk on top of the casing that it was originally in, because there are vines that are upwards like this, aren't there?
Yeah.
Which is empty at the moment.
Yeah.
Put the silk along the top of that,
And we're back here.
drop the seed on top of it, which will then wrap the silk around it, and then it's just
but
encased
it's still
in wood.
spilling out.
It was still,
Gas.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's completely encased.
Yeah, but you
But
have
then
to
the
hold
silk
it
is going
and
to
touch
be
the
like
mist.
that, and it will be even more difficult to put into the bag.
But we can
I will take the quarterstaff.
Juto pick some of the
She will take the
thing.
Elora holds the bag.
Actually, no,
No.
you will. You will.
Well, can we
You
think
will.
of who
Felix
will?
steps forward and says, I will hold the bag. I was the one who originally came here, and I don't want to put my nephew in any harm's way.
I was going to offer
How
myself.
about, is there,
Hold the
there's no
bag open.
pixies
I
there.
was ready
God
to say yes.
damn it, pixies.
Me too.
He just gives you a nod.
Wait.
You seem very dexterous. I trust in your skills.
I can't get the pixies back, I'm sorry.
Ron Swanson
Gonna try and
awaits.
get them back.
It looks like we don't need
Dex check. You can add your proficiency, as you are proficient in dex saving throws.
it. Felix?
It's a saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 9,
Felix.
15.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I shouldn't have distracted him while that was... I shouldn't have said that.
He just nods and smiles. Juto definitely lowers it, and then you get it over the top, and then you realise that unless you have to like do some sort of angle, so instead you just wait and it just drops into the bag of holding. And then quickly Felix tightens the knots before the mist kind of enshrouds him.
Bless you.
Felix, don't sneeze!
He was sneezing directly
It's not
into
the
the mic.
time.
Sorry, Steve. I couldn't help it. Sorry, audience. I couldn't help it. So yeah, you watch the cloud. It drops so quickly that the cloud doesn't quite have time to fully dissipate and enshroud them.
Juto, you're the best!
It's done.
Yes!
Okay.
Felix
done.
holds the bag out.
I am glad you finally
It's not
realised
quite
this.
done.
Well, it's at
It's
least
secure.
transportable.
We should
No one
probably
knows it's in
find
there.
we should find somewhere to store it or someone who can destroy it.
Yes, we should.
I think perhaps Lady Amy might be able to
Lady
help.
Amy is probably the safest bet.
I trust this is not a noble lady.
She's
You shouldn't trust people of that kind.
She's noble. Do you trust her?
In fact, you've worked with her father before.
Oh, you're not related to Alphadon, are you?
yeah.
Good man. Now that's the kind of man I'll happily follow. Elected by skill and talent. Very, very pleasing.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm his daughter.
He nods. He's like, my apologies. I didn't realize. It's good to see Reynard keeping excellent company.
I'm excellent company.
Oh my
She's one of the good ones.
Why didn't you think that before?
She's one of the two good ones.
Like the rest of us. Good
You have proven skilled individuals, yes.
If we
You
could,
seem a rough, common man sort, which I can appreciate.
What does that mean?
You have the
Why am I
weak
rough?
chin and
weak
floppy
chin?
hair.
Can you not see the dimple in between?
It's not a pharaoh horn chin.
Juto's smirking.
That's good reason for
She's
that.
doing a smirk.
I was a little suspicious of the tiefling, having not met their kind and their clear demonic presence, but this one has proven that she is at least trustworthy.
Well, that's great.
I give him a nod.
He gives you a nod back.
No, not again.
if we make it out of here and go through the woods again,
Nodding.
now that we have this Everseed, we could make our way back. We can rest somewhere safe if we can get back to my home and transport from there.
We could rest at Rootswell. I have rooms and the people there seemed quite fond of me. Oh, they also do a delicious breakfast.
We should also
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure that Andres returns home safely.
Yes.
I had
yes.
forgotten about him.
Andres?
Is he
He's
just
right there.
cowering?
He's doing exactly what you said, which is in the corner, looking down like this.
He's
I
loyal.
haven't looked at anything.
We're leaving now, Andres.
Okay, can I come?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to all leave together. And we're going to go to Rootswell. I assume, by the sound of it, there's probably loads of trees there too.
Do we wish to destroy the remaining mirrors?
Yeah.
I think it would be safe to.
If you see fit.
Grunker's
Look what-
absolutely smash all of them.
Look what it did to that sun elf
Yeah.
dude. It drove them mad. I think it's
I mean, even if it kills, Grunker looks at you, he's like, what if it keeps them there forever?
what, in the shattered mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it anyway. I'll smash them.
I mean, they're going to be kept there.
Who's got a rock? You got a big rock, Buckland?
My only worry is...
No.
No.
You got your fists.
I don't want to look in them.
You don't have
Yeah,
to.
don't look.
You've blind swung before, haven't you?
That's a good point. Grunker just closes her eyes, gets her flails out, and starts walking towards her. She She just kind of spins her flails.
Just windmill around the room with the flail.
All right, that was smash. You can open and reassess where you are.
All right, direct me.
Left, forward, forward, smash.
That's
Oh
right.
no, left. She would go this way.
I did.
She comes towards Reynard.
No, Grunkin out.
Oh, sorry, Rainy.
That was elliptical talking. I assumed I would direct her the whole way.
You basically direct Grunker around as this kind of whirling,
Kind of pushing her.
half-orc woman of muscle just smashing these mirrors.
That's it. You did good.
In times where she's going the complete wrong direction, I'll just shoot one of the mirrors and just like, oh, you got that one too.
Good. I don't feel like I hit
Yeah,
it.
it's because you're so strong.
That's true. Are they all done?
Yeah, they're done.
All right.
That is a
Tuck the
lot
flails in.
of bad luck.
Yeah.
Don't believe in it. Make your own luck.
I like that. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
The root's well.
It's
The roots well.
I don't suppose I can have a little quick examination of the thing that you can change the size with. Has that regained any magic yet?
It's in the bag of holding.
It's in the-
Oh, you took that with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing's in there.
I've got the Enchanted Tailor's
Yep.
Dummy, Silks, and the Everseed.
It's the thing is it folded down.
Tasty
the
So
arms
you can
down.
slit it. You can take the arms
No
in to
chinchillas.
put it into the bag of
Oh,
holding.
yeah.
Shoulder
Okay.
width.
But
Don't you remember
the leather
Grunker helped
armour
me?
is
Yeah,
not.
Grunker.
No, I left that. Because I want to give the dummy to Anaram.
Anaram.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that he
Okay.
can make some.
Let's be careful on the way out because even though we've got the Everseed, those huge wolves could still have their
Yeah.
effect on
You
them.
don't need to
ones
worry
through-
about that, my boy. I navigated my way past all those giant creatures when getting here. I can get us past them now.
Do you have a weapon?
I'm sure I can find one along the way, but if sometimes you don't need a weapon to bypass such creatures. You may need to cover yourselves in wolf urine.
What?
Ooh.
How do we get that?
He just nods.
How do we get that?
Another
Does he
great
smell
plan.
like wolf's urine?
Yes.
He does.
Oh,
Cool,
great.
good to know.
Cam already smells of
This
piss.
is the man that you've modelled your entire life around.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with a
Yes, I
strong scent of a wolf's musk in order to sneak past them and hunt them in their own territory.
We had to get past the wolves on the way in, and I used the scent of my cape to lure some away. Cam feigned death.
I pretended.
Coward's way out,
Well, which one, the cape or the faint death?
pretending to be dead.
Yeah, I'd save your butt.
This is irrelevant. Let's just cover ourselves with piss and get out of here.
You are
With
already
any
covered.
luck, we won't need to.
And as you guys make your way outside, as you make your way back down through Ironbow, he actually does pick up some weapons off the fallen Broken Sky
yeah, of
agents. He
course.
picks up a couple of the short swords, and so does Derek. So does Andrus. He picks up one of the short swords
Keep an eye on
that's
them,
had
just
there.
in case.
And all of you as a group make your way back through the first wood. You do spot a couple of the larger creatures, but for some reason they seem to stay away. They look at you, growl, but they keep a very far distance from you.
Interesting.
If they
Sounds
sense
like
the
my cat.
end,
Sense it.
even though it's in the bag of holding, interesting.
But you basically make your way back through the woods. Again, it takes, I think it was about 5-6 hours hike to get back to Rootswell. By the time you do that, the sun is basically beginning to settle down quite low now. It's dipping behind the horizon, but when you arrive, it doesn't take long for Felix to, basically have food brought out. Rooms in the inn are given for free, and you can see that Felix becomes much more into the element as soon as he's around these kind of other earthy types. He explains how you all saved, like you've stopped the beasts, that, blah, blah, blah. He tells like great stories about like you guys,
Nice.
what you've done and things like that. And he kind of has them all sort of eating out of the palm of his hand in a way. He's very good at kind of speaking to them on a ground level.
Before we get there, I'm not going to up here, but can I basically say to Felix, agree that when it comes to talking about the Everseed, we say that we destroyed it?
Yeah. He said
so
he
it's
doesn't.
not-
He doesn't even think you should bring it up.
Yeah,
He thinks
yeah.
that you shouldn't even mention the
But that's
Everseed.
the story if
Just-
someone asks.
It should just basically be they stopped the magic that was making the large beasts. And
Yeah.
that's the end of it, basically.
It's not a lie.
Yeah.
So they'll still be there, but once they're killed and gone, they're gone.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of managed to do that, and you guys get a long rest in Rootswell. That's where you want to stay for the night.
Well, I mean, for the first time in 6 or 7 episodes, yeah. Again, I'd like a short rest, please.
How far
Long
was,
rest. Long.
I'd like a long rest, please.
How far away is the Moonspire from Rootswell?
It was 3 days by horses,
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was
and you
just
have your horses here. So
Okay.
holy moly.
And then we did the Tree mammoth.
Yeah.
We should inform somebody of.
Before anything else happens, during your long rest,
Here we
Count
go.
Buckland, you have a dream.
Oh, here we are.
You find yourself on a long, dark, misty road. The trees are a little ominous. They're gnarled and dead in most places. The flowers have died and rotted away, being replaced by twisting vines. And you can see in the far distance a walled city with a grand clock tower in its very center.
I don't recognise it.
You do recognise it as Greybell, the city where you eventually left the last time you saw your Buckland family, the family of travelling folk that you grew up with. That was where you left them when certain things in your past happened that caused you to run away. You see it ahead of you, and a few moments later, behind you on the road, a wagon. An old traveller's wagon, kind of patched up, painted, but the wood's peeled and faded away, kind of comes trundling along. Two old horses, big shaggy hair, manes kind of falling about their faces. And it's clearly a woman in like a long traveller's cloak with a hood is driving it. And she kind of drives, the wagon pulls up next to you, and you kind of hear a voice call out and say like, "Are you going somewhere, traveller? Do I need to take you somewhere?"
I'm quite good on foot, thanks.
And she goes like, "Oh, really?" And then she pulls the hood down, and you recognize it as a very familiar woman, long curls of brown hair, gold necklace, gold earrings like coins dangling from her ears, sort of a kind of cheeky grin with a little mole under one eye, and it's a manifestation of a Vandra that you've met before in the tavern. And she looks down at you and is just like, "I'm not sure that you are. You're going to need some help for where you're going."
I'm gonna fall to a knee.
"Oh, don't bother, Puckland, please. Get
Mighty
up."
Avandra, it's just
not
an
this
honour
again.
to have you
Stop it.
in my presence.
Just get up. I will smite you.
Yes,
Or I will smite you.
I'm up.
Climb on board. And she like scoots over.
Can I go up the front?
Yes. She like scoots over and sits next to you, and she looks and she's just like, this isn't going to be easy, you know.
I don't think it's going to work between us. It's like, I've had many, many women.
She grins. "I know you have. I am omnipresent, you realise."
And I've been told you shouldn't get with your boss.
Wow.
Is that how you see me, Count Buckland, as your boss?
So, I mean, I serve you.
It's true, you do, but I don't think you do it because I tell you to. I think you do it because you know that you and I share very similar ideals. That's why I like you, Buckland. You're not the smartest cleric in my... It's true, though, let's be fair.
It's fair.
You're not the smartest cleric around, and you don't always think things through, but there's an honesty about you that I like. You don't try and pretend to be something that you're not deep down. You have tricks, and you have little schemes.
Trickster.
You are a trickster, yes. I'm worried, though. I know that you wanted to go to Greybell, and I think it's going to be very difficult for you.
I understand that, but I feel like I need to do it.
I'm glad. I think that our presence is needed there, and I can't go, so it kind of falls to you.
Can you tell me anything about it?
There is a darkness there. There is something very powerful and very evil. Something has gripped the city, and the thing I know is that it has become void of hope. There is no laughter, there is no song there anymore. There once was, but not anymore. And that's what worries me the most. This isn't just a place that has evil amongst it, this is a place that evil has ruined.
Oh.
And that's what makes me worry about you. This isn't going to be a place with funny antics or shenanigans. This is going to be very raw and very serious. And I know you can do it.
It's gonna need some life, is what you're saying.
It is, yes.
And you know the life of the party comes from Cam Buckland.
It does, and that's very much why I want you to go there on my behalf. Just be prepared. There is an enemy there which is going to be far greater than anything you've faced before, and I think you, of all your companions, are the only one that can truly defeat it.
And it needs defeating?
I think
with
so,
this
yes.
looming threat of the broken sky about to...
I think that what waits you in Greybell is possibly even greater than the needs of Talisval.
What?
There are some things. She kind of, the wagon trundles along the road. You get problems, Cam Buckland. The storm is a terrible thing that comes and passes and lays waste to the ground. But a plague, a disease that ravages crops, that can exterminate a farm for a lifetime. The storm may batter down a barn, it may destroy a field or two, but a plague, a disease can wipe out everything. And I think that that's what's brewing in Greybell. Felania and the Broken Sky are a storm, a terrible storm, one that needs to be stopped, but their reckoning will come and pass. What's happening in Greybell could have far wider reaching consequences. That's why I need you to go, and I need you to deal with it.
I will do such.
Thank you. Just go be prepared. I know you don't like to plan. I know you do what you feel in the moment. But go over everything you've learned about me, about your powers. Make sure you're ready. And then she kind of pulls the wagon to a stop, and you can see that you're now out the front of these gates. And there are bats flying through the air, and you see rats scurrying across the walls, and you hear wolves howling in the distance. And the moon casts almost like a bloody glow, like a red moon, a blood-red glow across the city. And you begin to hear a terrible, haunting song. Low, droning organs and violins begin to play, and it unnerves you in a way that you've never felt before. And then you wake up.
Okay. I'm probably just going to stay in bed until everybody else.
Okay.
I'm going to find Felix and have breakfast. Because Felix loves breakfast.
He is there. When you go down to find him, he is already there. There is an entire platter of thickly cut bacon, loaves of bread, sausages. He has, potato, kind of like chopped up bits of potato, and there's probably enough portions for three people.
But it's just his.
It's just his. Aww. And he's looking there, and he's quite happily eating. He's just nodding and smiling. What are you doing?
Feel like I'd come down after Alora, just because I would have spent most of the night before staying up quite late talking to him and like catching up with him and things.
Yeah, is there anything you want to say in particular, or just like just catching up?
You know, finding out where he's been since I last saw him, you know, finding out, you know, how he managed to get through the wood golems, things like that. Just all these different things.
He tells you like in exaggerate detail.
I'm going to take my breakfast and see that Reynard's there, and I'm just going to.
Well, this is him the night before. He comes down after you. But yeah, like during the night, you're probably talking. He explains everything in grand detail. But he does seem very grateful that you came to help him. There's sort of like these moments of he asks you how you why you didn't reply to the letters sooner. You tell him about your father locking them away and all this kind of stuff. And you kind of share that moment.
In that sort of conversations, I'll also be saying that. In the gaps from his adventures, and I guess he would be asking me what I've been doing, I'll be saying things about, you know, the broken sky, talking about, you know, I don't want to go too deep into it, but that we desperately are looking for anyone that we can get to help us.
He just looks at you, and in the night time, you know, the tavern's full of these rugged, woodsy types, but they're kind of leaving you in the corner to talk. The others have gone to bed. You two are sort of sharing sort of like slow, drinks and beers and things like that. And he just looks at you, and he's like, Reynard, my boy, of course I will help. This threat, this broken sky is a danger to us all, and if my skills can be of any use, of course I will help. But I sense that you've become more of a hunter than I ever will. Everything you've told me, it may not, in your mind, equal the stories I told you, but believe me, you are as much a master hunter as I am.
No, there's no way. I've read the tales, nothing comes close. I fought a werewolf, yes. I fell into lava doing so.
There are certain details I leave out of the books and out of the stories because people don't always want to hear about failure. They want to hear about success because it encourages them to go on and have their own success. I have fallen into acid. I have been attacked by packs of dire badgers. All of these things have happened. I defeated them. I overcame them. I recovered. But these things happen. Life isn't about the things that happen to you on the way to success. Life is about the things that you accomplish.
I see. So life isn't about the battle. It's about who got the final blow.
At least, in my mind, that's the case.
I understand perfectly, Uncle.
I love it.
It's the one thing. Your father is very much obsessed with all the details, all the hows and whys. How do we make this much money? Oh, I need to talk with this politician. Blah, 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 blah. He fails to see the final picture. Who gets the big portrait on the wall? That's the most important thing.
That's not very Ron Swanson-y.
That's not entirely
Yeah.
Ron Swanson.
Has a
Shut
huge
it.
obsession with fame and things as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
You got to have a certain ego to,
Yeah.
have giant paintings made of yourself.
True.
You should see my house.
But of course, no doubt my excellent skills, I can train people how to shoot, how to take down certain monsters. From everything you've told me, this Broken Sky uses a lot of griffins and monsters in their ranks.
Yes, they do.
I know how to kill a griffin in a few blows.
Teach me.
We can talk about it. Yeah, I'll teach you on the way back to Talisval.
On the way back to Talisval. Well, I mean, that journey may be quite quick. See, there's a princess, Alora. Have you ever travelled by tree before?
I have not. I was not aware that trees were made for traveling through.
No, nor did I. Yet, that's how we got here.
Interesting.
Makes me feel very sick every time.
I can't say I'm looking forward to the experience.
Don't.
But what needs must. But of course, we'll go over training. I'll see what I can teach you.
I look forward to it, Uncle, and I'm happy to have you back.
Well, he's like, let me give you some pointers. And over the night, he begins teaching you stuff. You are going to gain a new favorite enemy.
Whoa, what?
Yep.
Nice.
This is what you get. This is what you get for rescuing your uncle. This is your little. Because you don't get magic items, so you get a thing.
Ability
He teaches
unlocked.
you become favorite enemy monstrosity, which is what griffins and owlbears and things are.
On top of beasts and giants?
Yes.
Mental.
Yeah, because like that's what he is famous for hunting. He's famous for hunting things like griffins, manticores, wyverns.
Monster hunter.
Nice.
He is
That's awesome.
Yeah, monstrosity. And he counts as a greater favorite enemy.
What? Oh my god.
Mind
Your
is
book
blown.
needs updating.
It's like Juto got taught. Juto got given the extra stances by Guan Yin when Juto went to find Guan Yin. And she got the extra stances. You get favorite enemy.
I can't wait until Void unlocks.
And I'm going to become a werewolf, right?
I think
got
probably
both.
the other.
You got the bow. You got the moon bow.
Yeah.
Because
Moonbow.
I didn't really need to give you any more class abilities as a moon druid.
Super OP.
Yeah, the thing is, the bow is a nice flavorful item, but it isn't
it's
over like it doesn't.
It's
like
got
a nice
its
thing.
little uses.
Yeah,
It lights
exactly.
things up and things
And it's
stuff. And it's pretty.
Well,
So yeah.
Andrew P.
Adam OP as fuck.
So and then in the morning, Reynard's to sleep, Laura, you kind of come down. Felix is just like, Miss Galanadel, a pleasure. I'm enjoying these fine breakfast foods.
Oh, there he is.
This is just my chance to use my Ron Swanson impression. I love it.
Keep doing it. I love Ron Swanson.
I will get some of my own then, and I won't dare take any
Well, no,
of yours.
this is my breakfast.
No, I know. I get
The other,
it.
they will happily serve up. I can heartily recommend these immense boar ribs. I don't know where they got such large, succulent boar ribs, but they are
those.
fantastic.
Actually, Reynard had a good hand in killing that.
A freshly killed meat is the most flavorsome meat.
Good to know.
He just
Good
happily
to
tucks
know.
away into these giant boar ribs for breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anything? When you come down in the morning?
I'm late. I imagine I come down the same time as Alora, but I'm kind of just looking confused because she wants noodles for breakfast.
They don't exist.
Yeah.
Are you just confused every morning?
Yeah.
Just like.
Well,
there's
not
always
confused,
that
but, like,
slight
just,
hope.
yeah, that
There's that
tiny-
glimmer of hope that one day, and then it's never there.
So I'm just kind of like looking at Felix's food and just, is this the breakfast food that you spoke of?
Yes, this is the greatest meal in all of the Dawn Republic.
I never normally have time
Quite
for food.
good.
It is
Should
excellent.
have some.
I heartily recommend the quail's eggs.
Why are they so tiny?
They are delicious. The flavor is intensely packed into each one.
How many does he have?
Well,
Enough to fill his face.
Yeah, there's like loads of them, but they're all slightly like spiced.
Very
He
nice.
has quite a few.
Mr. Ferrohorn,
Yes. You may call me Felix. There are only 3 people that call me Mr. Farrowhorn. You are not any of those 3 people.
I'm not a person, I am a tiefling.
That is true.
Regardless, I said some things yesterday about your nephew.
You called him a liar.
I wish to explain myself.
Please do.
When we first met him, he was reckless.
Yes?
And he had a facade that was not true. Did not match his skills at the time. And the result put us in a very dangerous situation. He was captured. We had to rescue him. At the time, I was incredibly angry with him because he put us and the mission at risk. However, over time, your nephew has shown courage. He has shown proficiency with his skills. And he is no longer a liar.
I thought you said alive.
He's no longer
He's
alive.
no longer alive because I
flopped
killed
him in
him
the
last
night.
night.
He looks at you, he's just like, thank you for telling me this. I heard many of these tales from Reynard himself last night, and he did not leave out any of these details. He told me about the help that yourself and Miss Galandel had in coming to his rescue, and all the adventures you have had so far. I am very proud of him, and I am also very glad that he has companions that will continue to make sure he lives up to the expectations that a Farrowhorn man should have.
I am glad that he has changed his ways and grown to include other people in his tales, and perhaps realized that he doesn't need to exaggerate who he is.
Exaggeration, unfortunately, is a part of the Farrowhorn name. As long as he has some evidence to back those things up, that's fine by me.
Agreed, as long as it does not put people in danger.
Of course not, yes. That is the main thing. Grandizing for the sake of entertainment is one thing. Grandizing in the sense of making one seem important when they are not is different.
A fact I think he now has grasped. Interestingly,
I'm sure he has. He just...
he very much modeled himself after you. It is clear you have
I don't see the resemblance in the exact same outfit.
It is clear that you have a great impact on his life.
Well, I think it's because his father has always had difficulty connecting with Reynard. Reynard saw my stories of adventure and became enamored with them. His father is... Well, he was a very nice man once, but business and the politics of the city have changed him. It's why I don't like politicians. They turned my brother into a complete tool.
Is Reynard here listening?
I love the idea that as Juto's saying all these wonderful things, Reynard was just about to come downstairs and has heard it all.
Yeah.
Like he's heard it all on the stairs down.
I was sort of at the top of the stairs. I was like yawning as I was coming down, and then
They're talking
You
about
heard me say your name, and like, oh god, she's probably slating me.
okay, and I'm sort of waiting for it to, yeah.
I think at that point it seems to
I'll
die
be
down
like,
to it.
I understand your feelings. I have met him. He is a tool. However, it may be wise to stop in with the rest of your family before you go on your next adventure.
Considering how close I came to being imprisoned in that mirror for all of my life, I think that's a very sensible idea.
They could use your guidance.
Well, maybe not, but we'll see.
And then I tuck into the quill's eggs.
I'm gonna.
Whoa! Quail's eggs!
They are quite delicious.
They are amazing, Juto. You've got to try these. Intense flavour packed
I'm like,
into such
actually,
a small space.
It's all stuffed in my face already. Like,
And Laura, you have to try these.
I have eaten my breakfast.
I'm having all of these. And I'm gonna look and smile at Juto and just sort of that's as far as it will go.
He's kind of at that
Why are
nod.
you
almost
looking
like,
at me?
No reason, Juto.
Stop looking at my horns.
It's not the horn.
I'm gonna cover my ears.
Then don't look at my tail either.
It's not the tail or the It's Grunk in it, by the way.
Yeah, Grunk is just like watching, sat at like other end of the table behind you. You're kind of talking to everybody, and then you hear just boy. No, he's interested in the tusks. Don't forget that.
No, it's not
And
the
the
tusks or the
ears.
horns or the tails or the ears or the. I just like breasts.
He says out loud. The whole tavern just goes quiet. Grunk just is like.
Juto's just like,
Well, of course you do, Reynard.
You're a regular man.
I need to we should have a quiet word sometime, but first I'm gonna finish my breakfast.
Okay.
Just shocked.
I'll be walking downstairs, rubbing my eyes, like, does someone say breast? Or?
Of course
and then
you turn
just
up.
shuffle my way to the bar, not talking to anybody, and just say, oh yeah, I can have a small
Yeah, they like bring over
small
stuff.
breakfast.
Yeah, they bring you over stuff. Like the actual the tavern owner and things like that doesn't seem to intrude. He can sense that there's some sort of like thing. They're very grateful for you guys, so they just kind of he just comes. He's like, they go and like, gives you beer and drink and stuff like that.
Beer? First thing in the morning?
Yeah, it's nothing better. Fresh beer, cold beer.
Is that how you get
I'm
on?
gonna down it at the bar, slam it, and then go sit with Grunker.
Okay. Grunker just kind of looks at you. He's like, Buckland.
Alright. Just gonna eat,
Yeah. The two of them just sit there quietly eating.
and that's it. That's what I'm doing.
That's it.
They're really packed with flavor.
Translation: the quail eggs are really good. Won't you try some?
That's
No,
what
I'm not
I've heard.
hungry. I'm good. I'm good. Just gonna keep eating my.
I'm just gonna kind of narrow.
Young man, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You can't be expected to accomplish all the things that are required of you without suitable sustenance.
I've had my beer.
That is a good start.
I'm eating what's on my plate.
He's like, no.
He like put some more on the plate.
Need more.
I don't need any more. Thanks, Felix. It's very generous.
Mr.
We can ask if they have grapes for you if you want.
I don't want any grapes.
Hold on.
What's
Well, of
happening?
course not. Grapes are the food your food eats.
Let's not go there.
Cam, why don't you want grapes?
Just don't feel hungry anymore.
You
What is
never
wrong?
decline grapes.
I like start patting your head, like just trying to see if you have a temperature.
Get up.
See if you're like.
No,
What is wrong? Are you dying? Are you
No.
unwell?
I'm not dying, all right? Technically, we're all dying, all right? Eventually, we'll die. That's just the way it goes.
Why do you not want grapes?
Because I'm full. I've had a beer.
Are you actually the elf again? Did we kill Cam at the tree?
No, it's
Do you
me.
have your dagger?
It's Cam. I have my dagger. Look, you can see it.
Okay.
Just stop quizzing me. I'm just gonna eat my food and get some fresh air, take a piss, have a shit, and then we'll get on with our day.
Didn't need to know about that part.
It's a big one. It's been brewing since the tree.
The last part did sound like regular Mr. Human, so perhaps he is simply
No, I couldn't sleep very well. Okay, that's it. Let's
tired.
move on.
I'm gonna go to the bar
Okay.
and I'm gonna get some grapes and then I'm gonna put them in front of Cam. And I'm just gonna leave them.
Okay. Grunker's like, I'm gonna have a bath before we leave. I need to shave.
Okay.
What? It's dishonourable for an orc to have too much hair.
Didn't know that. Good to know.
I'm gonna.
Stands up,
Yeah.
looks at Reynard, and he goes off.
See you later. I am going to head outside and get that fresh air you were talking about.
There's
Would you-
plenty of it.
Yeah. Would you like to come with?
What, share your air?
There's plenty of it.
Why would I come with you? While everyone's not looking, I'm going to eat a grape.
Felix will lean in and be like, Mr. Buckland, do me a favour, just accompany my nephew, make sure he doesn't get into trouble.
He's a Farahorn.
I know, but he can always use people to look out for him.
I'm going to
go
drag
with
the
it.
table and make the horrible squeak. Fine. I'll come outside with you for some fresh air. Is that what you want? I'm going to storm out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Alora.
Oh, look, there's so much. Don't get attacked by a wolf. I'll be here to protect you.
Cam, I'd like to thank you for coming with me to rescue my uncle. And for all the other things, in fact, that we've done together. I know when we first met, didn't really see eye to eye.
Yeah, it's because
You
I'm
came at
taller.
it- Well, taller, thinner, by far.
Leaner, I think. More nimble. But yeah, go on.
Weedy.
You were complimenting me.
I wasn't really complimenting you as such, it's just thanking you for the adventures, the help, how much I've helped you. We've grown together.
Your legs have slightly from the spell.
Yes, and I see no muscle on you in the slightest, but clearly something is wrong. You're not fooling anyone.
What do you mean?
I mean, Right, grapes. Come on. 2. You didn't take the grapes.
All right, fine. You had me at grapes.
That's all I said twice.
I had a weird dream, okay? I had a weird dream,
Right,
and it was about...
Avandra.
Were you there? Did you see it?
No, I just assumed that
Have you
all
seen
your-
Avandra?
I haven't seen Avandra. I'm just saying that I assumed all your dreams were, you and her together doing...
It's not going to work out between us, but that's not the point.
What?
I saw Greybell. Have you heard of Greybell?
Greybell.
It's close to here.
Yeah, you know Greybell is a city. Especially recently, Korak was mentioning something about it going quiet over a couple of months ago, or like a month or so ago.
Right.
Yeah, you also
went
heard
super
actually
quiet.
when we were at the Moonspire, they were talking about it because they'd sent scouts to it
And they
that
hadn't
couldn't
come back.
see anything.
And they couldn't see anything, like the walls just shut down.
You did say that you wanted to go back to Greybell after we were done here, before we...
There is something bad at Greybell, and Avandra told me it's potentially worse than this entire Broken Sky thing.
Worse than the Broken Sky?
Yes. It's a plague. Some sort of plague is festering and growing from within Greybell, and it could consume everything if it gets out of hand. The reason I don't like it is because some stuff happened at Greybell in my life that you don't need to know about, that will be resolved by me, and will kill the plague. I'll be a hero, you can be the number 2, and life will go on, and we'll fix the Broken Sky thing.
So we go to Greybell,
Yes.
we stop a plague that you know nothing about.
She told me to plan, and she never tells me to do that, so we need to plan.
A plague we know nothing about, in a place that you have some connection to that you won't tell anyone about.
Well, some people know stuff. A little bit of stuff. That's all you need to know. This is a need-to-know basis.
It's hard to plan on your own, and it's hard for us to help
It was a
you.
family thing, okay? It was a Buckton thing. There was people involved that...
I did
no
say
longer
I
here.
wanted to meet your family.
Well, you may not want to meet them in their current situation. I don't want to meet them, but I have to face them.
In Greybell.
Yes.
And I think that is where we're going to finish.
How cruel!
In Greybell. Final line. So we're going to finish up today's episode here. As Kate mentioned at the start, that is the last canonical episode we're going to have of High Rollers until the new year, because we've got the Yogscast Jingle Jam, which is going to be going on throughout December. It's a big charity live stream, so for those of you who don't know about the Yogscast, every December, every single day and night, they do streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Yogscast. Everything donated goes towards charity. There's a big humble bundle of games. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be more details coming through. We're going to do a big Christmas special on the 17th of December.
6 hours!
6 hours.
6 hours of these guys.
Yeah.
Non-canonical.
So it would be really awesome if you just check out the Jingle Jam anyway. There might be something else that you like on there, and also it just supports charity.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
Lots of various
We're only
different
a
charities.
few days away from it starting, so it starts on December 1st. Anyway, go for it.
So let's read some donations. So the Sin Demon donated, one of 2, so I'll read the second one when we get to it. Been a long time since I watched live. In that time, I've done A-levels, got a wonderful girlfriend, been to Borneo for a month.
That's a cool place.
Went to uni, and most importantly, got my girlfriend into High Rollers. She watched the entire series in the last 2 months or so. Well, thank
That
you very
is
much, Cindy.
dedication.
Once I see your other message, I will
Thank
read
you.
that as well.
Let's see if it's done.
There it
So
is.
there it goes. Oh, and I joined 3 campaigns, having never played 5e before. I'd just like to let you all know what a fantastic ride it has been watching the VODs, and how much I love watching live even more. Thank you very much.
much.
Scrolling down.
Borneo is awesome.
Frank the NPC donated. Hey guys, still poor, so 5 is all I can give. You don't have to give everything, friend. Just, wait until you got some monies. I can give hope that we get some fine dice roll action today, and that Cam does not kill off the party by checking out his nat 20 in the mirrors.
Oh yeah, would that have sucked him in? If
Yeah.
Yep.
he was just looking at his...
And then I'll
Dick
read
first.
one more. Nightjar donated. Not really that enthused about Christmas, but the promise of a 6-hour HR special has made me super excited. I just hope I'm not working that day, or, well, I may have to call in sick. Thanks for making the not-so-fun times that little bit better. It's our pleasure.
No worries.
Drop.
The Industry 00 donated, saying request OBJ 260 game for my friend Danny Boy. There you go.
I don't know what that is.
I think someone's strayed in.
Olarem, thank you very much for your donation without a message, but thanks anyway. Andrew for your quarter hundo.
Oh,
wow.
Thank you.
Living in the aftermath of Thanksgiving in the US. Happy belated Thanksgiving to all of you in the US.
Absolutely.
Sending my thanks and my subsequent Black Friday savings across the pond. Take my dirty colonial dollars.
Oh, I love
I
colonial
think,
dollars.
you know, British love dirty
Almost as
colonial
strong
dollars.
as a pound. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Romrapra, as always, with a love heart. Have a nice break, except for the special.
Well, it's not going to be a massive break for some of
Yeah.
this, because they were still going to be streaming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Eva Faye has donated saying, probably won't be able to watch the Christmas episode, so I just want to thank you for a great year of amazing content and to wish all of you, both in the Yogscast and in the chat, a merry holiday of your choice and that the new year may be a good one. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Cheers.
I like that. Merry holiday of your choice.
Yeah. Ninja Squirrel says, I have some money on me. Thanks for getting me into D&D. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Caldash donated saying, hi rollers, love the dice. They almost managed to get me a TPK. The store says the Dead Reckoning ones are not being sent out till the 28th of December. I think that's wrong. We need to check with Mike.
We'll check with Mike.
28th of November.
I think he said next week, so we'll see. We'll see.
We will clarify that and let you know on Twitter.
Yeah. Captain Gingerkin donated, hey guys, hopefully going to keep catching streams now my university society's musical is over and done with, being catching up today whilst just surviving with my massive hangover from the cast party. Anyway, love you guys and keep on rolling.
Cast parties, that wonderful awkwardness
On the
of like, I'm so glad this show is over, but I love doing it. That's what cast parties were ended up for me.
In
I got
case
to
you're
the point
wondering
where I
why
really
me and
hate it.
Kim are like dancing back and forth,
There's a
by the
big
way, there's
pole
a
in the middle.
tripod in the way.
Yeah, we like doing this.
Big C stand.
Metamanu donated a third hundo.
3/10 hundo.
Thank you very much for your generous donation.
Hey, lovely peeps. I have to say, watching players trying to solve a puzzle is always a pleasure to watch. Sharing ideas, trying hypotheses, messing around with everything. I love it every single time, and you all look so fetched tonight. Well, that'll
Well,
be
thank you.
the new HighRollers t-shirts.
It must be.
That everyone
Gotta
else
be.
has.
Either
But for
way.
you and me, it's just natural
It's,
power. Natural fetchness.
I woke up like this.
Yeah.
Ace of Thorns donated, oh, the puzzle wrangling. Come on, guys, make the DM work for it. Also, Mark, careful now. You must be getting close to using up your stoner NPC allowance. Yes, I watched the ponies.
I did have a
#WinkyFace.
slight stoner pony.
DR Dice ordered today. Love and hugs
Thank you.
and cash.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very
Ace.
much.
Always
Ace of
appreciated.
Thorns.
And Hundo.
Hundo.
Me?
Yeah.
Just stealing my hundo thunder there. Yo.
Do it again.
Jimmy Kiba X has donated a hundo. It's been a while since I've been able to tune in live. The good news is that the promised gift by a couple of us has moved closer to completion. 3D renders of the concept art have been tweeted.
What? Oh, and there's a tweet link. I need to check those out.
Yeah.
Truck, can you get those up?
I can always get out.
Thank you very much for the generous donation as well. Oh, Steve's going to copy paste that.
Yeah,
Steve's gonna
copy
bring it
paste
up.
Oh, yeah,
that.
if you could. That's way better than me manually typing that out.
Cool.
Ooh.
In the meantime,
It's like Steve's going to like really like.
Risky click of the day. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh,
that
it's like,
Guanda?
is it the weapons?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
3D renders of the Guandao. Awesome.
does
Armory.
make it for me?
Longship armor.
Oh my god, are they going to actually
Are
send
you
us
actually
real
sending
weapons?
us weapons?
I think it's 3D renders of the concept art, so maybe.
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
It said
to have
longship
weapons.
armor.
I'll have it. I'll put it in my house.
No.
Oh god.
I love weapons.
Terrifying.
I fucking love swords and knives and all sorts
Carry
of
on,
things.
Kim.
Hey, I've been taught how to use a crowbar now.
Crowbar.
Yeah.
You can be
Nightjar
taught
has
to-
donated. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? The woodchuck would chuck wood all the wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Nice.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
still wouldn't help it get that seed free though.
Nope.
No.
No. They chuckle the wood, so.
Thank you to Poison Fang for donating as well.
Cheers then.
Your turn.
Trot's mate donated. I remember Trot when we were all in America and you showed me your fire next to your RV. I had a great time. Thanks for the weird radiant arrow you shot inside me. It was amazing. No homo.
What happened in America?
That's some interesting events that happened there.
glowy
Varys donated. I've been watching High Rollers since the beginning, and since I finally have an actual job, I can afford to donate and say how much I love the series and all the mini-series you have done. Keep up the good work and expect to see me more often. Well, thank you very much, Varys.
Thank you.
Look forward to
I'm
it.
seeing that sort of message a lot recently. Like, now I have a job. I think, are we getting people jobs?
I think we are.
I think it's
Sweet.
a stepping stone.
Yeah.
You watch High Rollers, get a job.
Nice.
Get a job. Promotional line.
Yeah. Is
You
it
wanna
my
go?
turn or yours?
You read some more.
Okay. Nat Pagel. Hey guys, haven't donated in a while, but I'm all caught up now. I tuned in towards the end, but I'm hoping to watch the rest later when I can. You should. It's such a good episode. I love the Mama Bear, Alora, the wacky Reynard, Judo, Cam Buckland, and Trelly Belly. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Nat.
I can sit and fish all day. That's Nat Pagel.
Should we do one more each? I think it's near the end.
Zero the Duke has donated saying, sorry for no dono last week. Don't worry about it. Was that the insane clown posse gig in London?
Oh my god!
What?
Really? Magnets, how do they work?
How do they?
Is that,
First
is that
time-
Insane Clown Posse?
What do they call?
Oh, well, they've got a name. Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Juggalo. Fucking awesome.
I didn't read the rest of it.
That's
I wasn't done.
Can you undo that one?
I'm pretty sure it was I love watching you. Also, Tom Super Handsome. Finlay
No, it wasn't.
donated.
I didn't finish.
not coming
Long
back.
time listener,
It's low.
probably
I'm
first time
sorry.
donor. This just wanted to say that holy moly, I love Felix so much. I think you may need to cover yourself with wolf urine. Is the quote of the year.
Pretty good.
At
pretty
the
good.
very end of the year, that's a good time to have a quote
If
of
we
the year.
can, we'll get the other one
I'm
back, but
sorry.
I think it's, yeah,
I think
sorry,
it's gone.
not
I'm
working.
really sorry.
Eros Ambros has donated. A courier approaches and gives a note to one Cam Buckland. Congratulations, party! You failed to loot the dead elf and take the wolf hunter's armor from upstairs with you. Such treasures you could have had. Much love and top lip frenzies, Master
They did
Umbros.
try and take the Wolf Hunter armor, but it was magically fused to
done
the thing
fucked it.
because they done fucked it, but you didn't search
Wolf
anybody else.
Hunter armor?
Yeah. You know the
That's what it's called. Wolf
Armor
Hunter.
attack.
I think it was just like that's what it
It's
looked
in
like.
front of the mannequin, and we couldn't
Yeah,
move it.
you couldn't move it.
What was on the dead elf?
Darth Dave donated last HRR of the year.
Half hundo.
No, it's a half hundo. Damn,
wow.
I didn't realize that. Thank you very much. It's fine. Here's to a great second year, guys. Long may it continue. Tom, no, you were the high roller. You were meant to bring balance to the rolls, not join the others. Nothing else to say except, ha ha, judo.
Nice.
3.
Good thing that Mark was on that one. And the last donation, the Game Guy 415. Hi Rollers, sad to hear we won't get any more canon episodes until the new year. Excited to see Cam's arc though. I bet you are. I loved Uncle Farahorn and the Crazy Elf and the Pixies. And great job running that Warlock, Mark. Fun fight and great episode all round. Love heart. Thank you very much, everybody.
It was indeed a Warlock of the Archfey. Well spotted.
But if you want more high rollers
Yes.
to keep you tided over, Dead Reckoning is still running on Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
GMT, which is 10 a.m. PST.
Yes.
Over on twitch.tv/DMD.
Thank you for doing that plug.
And you
Kim.
can also catch up on
GMT,
previous episodes, either on twitch.tv /D&D, or you can catch up on the Dungeons and Dragons YouTube page where you can find all the VODs of the previous episodes. It is going to be 12 episodes altogether.
If you want to watch all of this stuff with these characters, that's on Yogs Live on YouTube. Just search for Yogs Live.
So
There's a
there's
playlist.
This was the
So
65th
much.
episode.
Yeah.
65th.
So there's loads to catch up.
There's
Loads.
so much D&D you can
That
watch.
looked like
in the
someone
meantime.
else's hand.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. So we will see you for the Christmas special on the 17th of December, which will be the next time that we see you for Lightfall campaign or normal High Rollers. We'll see you on Wednesday for Dead Reckoning. I think there's 3 more episodes of that going out throughout December.
Keep
And
up
then-
on Twitter, though, is
Yep.
the best thing to do, because we're not disappearing off the face of the
Yes.
earth. We will still be checking Twitter,
We'll
posting
be
occasionally.
Back in the new year as well,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
continuing on the Lightfall, and then wrapping this campaign up, which is going to be coming. It's going to be wrapping up in the beginning part of 2018.
It's going to ramp up too.
Ramp up! It's gonna.
Yep.
It is gonna ramp up.
gonna
So
ramp
make
up.
sure you come and check it out, and we will see you
Right
guys
up
next
there.
time.
Yeah,
Take
so
care. Thanks for
also,
all your love and donations.
If you have friends who want to get into High Rollers and have a lot to catch up on, December is a great time to do it now, because there's no canon streams going out, so
You've
you
got
can
3
catch up.
weeks to catch up.
If you have friends, though.
If you have-
So.
Yeah.
If not, send it to strangers.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. What a slow fade. Bye. Bye. Bye.